welcome to the live. The beautiful dogs there. Shout out to you anywhere you're listening from.
Maybe me no go let you go. I will always be your lover. For your sake, I go kill you show. Show you love that you never seen before. For like you give me love, oh. Now you the catch my shot, oh. For your sake, I go touch you. We go drive around before my Porsche.
Oh no.
Baby, pana, they say you like you all. I get you all. Baby, pana, anywhere that you go, I'll follow you to go. Baby, pana, they say you like cassava. I get to be cassava. Baby, pana, afamu ala haji tequila.
It's Crispin the drama boy.
You just touch it.
Is that how we set it up? Lawyers. Oh wow. Hi, definitely lawyers. Thank you for joining this podcast today.
This is why I just making this shit harder every day, man. Fuck.
Hey, come on, produce only one now for each episode.
That's what they do.
That we can only trademark. If we get a trademark song for our episode,
Probably Jack.
Let's go.
If she does get that done. You know what we do? Is
Official.
I would say it's official.
Back in the building. Let's go.
JOI.
Yeah, brand new Joe Kenny production. It's official. Come on.
And the music where we play, we do it.
Yeah.
Style.
Niggas anthem. Fortnite.
Shout out to Cool DJ Jimmy Jackson.
Ella Joe. Cool DJ Jimmy Jackson.
It's back in the building. Let's
On the
go.
side of Lagos, the city of hustlers. Everybody's in a hurry, traders and customers. Rockets get picked on the regular. If you're not street, you gon' pop with your cellular. You're driving, I suggest you check your rear view. Be careful, cause a knockout just might be near you. Knock one of them down and the rest gon' tear you to pieces. Hey yo, the jungle and the damn folk drivers always try to fumble. Rush hour bus stops are like the Royal Rumble. And the P.O. from things, all we do is grumble. Everybody red eye, ain't nobody humble. Trip and tumble into
Shout out to the beast.
Habit.
But nah.
half the people hold the grudge, the other keep malice, play chalice. Too much job, if you don't get, no go.
This Lagos where we there, so. These streets where you there see, so. All the people where we see, we love them. And the music where we play, we do it in our own. Style. Do it in our own. Style. We do it in our own. Style.
I want this.
Shout out to Baba.
Baba, you know what I'm saying? Up on Natasha. You know we gotta get it out there.
I remember well the beginning of the struggles. When we used to hang around the block, when I compare us and just staying out of trouble. It seems like yesterday when we started the game, hoping for some fame and some fortune. Now what's the gain if no pain?
Shout out to
That
Adilove in the
explains all the hustle and the bustle. Like when we enter bus,
You gotta give him a shout out too. Hi, Mr. Ade.
Shout out to Adilove.
Adilove. The one and only Adilove of this thing.
And up till now, we still stay strong. The hold on, the struggle still goes on. Up till now, we still there, we ain't going nowhere.
Shout out to our 9 to 5 and shout out to our street niggas. Shout out to
and the ones looking for clients.
These streets where you see, so. All the people where we see, we love them. And the music where we play, we do it in our own. Style.
That reminds me. Shout out to everybody that watches on Facebook. Shout out to you guys on TikTok Live. Shout out to you.
About
now.
Okay, no, we check in.
And now what was checking? Don't do.
Let's go. What's good? I need to play more songs, man. Now they rush me for this intro. I'm supposed to do like at least 5 songs.
Wait till happen. I won't sleep.
Classic now. Maybe just do some. Like, some people don't forget some songs. People say there are some songs that now only on shows like this.
I feel like you could play Ramzo.
This one we can give us.
Ramzo,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
No, bro.
When you give a playlist.
No, I'm not gonna lie now.
No. I'm not saying.
Also, bro.
I'm not saying the playlist you're giving us is the problem. I'm saying you want to start giving us 10 songs now. So the one said the ability is too much.
No, that was why I said Ramzo. No,
Wally said it to me.
You go be in list now. You go list you 10.
List everything you want. It's been a long I had Ramzo though.
For real though, bro.
Ramzo.
Where the fuck is Ramzo?
Anyway, where the fuck is Ramzo? That's true.
That's true.
What's up? Now you go check him.
Oh well.
How are you?
Every day. Well, I'm good. I'm chilling. You know, I've had a very, very wonderful week, and it's been good for me.
What's my good? What's my good?
I can hear you, bro.
You go kiss a problem. I go the issue.
No, map only doju ẹ level doju ẹ.
I get to so yes.
Go back to okay.
Well,
Get to invest so yes.
Why are you asking the old Farouk whether
Okay.
Faruku.
That doesn't loud you.
Why are you asking the old Farouk what's up with?
oh god.
Alpha celebrity to see you.
Come on there, paro.
What's good?
Mve mugbo mi ye wai. Yeah.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ni.
Mve mugbo mi ye wai. Anyway,
Unfortunately for you, check in.
my week could have been better if
What happened?
there's a blunt for me to light up right now because I want to smoke. Shit.
Don't worry. I got
Aside
you.
that,
I
you
got
got
you.
me. Okay.
Got you.
I'll do
You got him
one or
up
two puffs
here,
after.
me.
No, he said he got him though.
Back with Dylan, no, I just got it.
Celebrity mama pe Dylan.
Ilé ọ̀rẹ́ láti mọ́ mi báyìí. Ilé àdé backyard.
Ẹ pé Dylan sísì.
Ilé àdé backyard.
Dila is at the
Anyway,
back.
my week. Well, my week has been it's been okay. It's just work,
Hey guys.
life. You know, last weekend. Well, even though I didn't invite you guys, I do like I normally do. Party on Friday.
Why was I calling you?
Party on Saturday.
There was one night I was calling you. I think it was
After the pod on Thursday.
no Saturday night.
Yeah,
What happened
yeah.
to you Saturday night?
Yeah,
Because
man,
I was calling you. Everybody said you were coming
Yeah, I was fucked up that day. Because this is it.
because I kept calling, but you didn't pick up.
This is it. I've almost thought I wasn't gonna go out because you didn't call me on time. So I was dealing with my
I
doing
think I called you around
me
10.
alone.
I called you around 10.
Everybody no one drink. I just before I know it, I don't drink like 15, 20
You
shots.
can't sleep off.
I no sleep off. I just
Because I saw Raf.
Yeah.
Raf said
I
you were
just
coming.
I mean myself just I say I no go drive for this kind of level where I don't do.
But you tell me so
zero.
I don't shy you since
I don't shy
morning
you.
anyway, so.
I know. I just
Anyway, shout out to everybody listening. I'm still your own boy, back in the building. Jesus boy, Jesus loves you. Thank you, everybody. I had a wonderful week too. As usual, work, putting the shit together, and moving the ministry forward. So now maybe that. How far is she?
Man,
Nice,
my own
so
different though.
What's happening?
What's happen?
Oh boy. I don't know say this TikTok environment where they just give me this adugbo of a thing. I don't know say they get rules and regulations like that too.
So what
One of
happened?
my boys for time I just dey come with Eru, I dey carry Eru come. As I carry Eru come, I go flash Eru for TikTok live.
What Eru?
Oh
You Eru?
boy, for TikTok live like this, they send me go
Oh, nice
TikTok
gig,
J
yo.
straight.
Skeggy
TikTok
carry
live
J.
J straight. They just give me welcome
The
pass.
jewelries.
Yeah.
That jewelries that
Don't
you
be the
showed.
jewelry, but I'm don solve God.
Ẹgbọ́n
Anything
lọ
they
sí
call on my week has been good.
Ẹgbọ́n
Shey na
lọ sí
understand.
Kini.
So they give me
Ah, no, you go
TikTok
explain.
J for 4 days. So after the TikTok J na back live.
So go to class
So
in the
now we are
live.
live.
Oh, lo flash. Oh, lo flash. Oh, lo flash.
All of them is on us.
Oh, Lagolo live.
Everything.
Oh, Tiamo J.
But we are going to release it now. Yeah, guess you have there.
But Igbo le ama ma wo ipa
Igba ti kini.
Ẹ máa wo sí o.
Ẹ máa wo.
TikTok ẹ darapọ̀ wọ́n yìí ọmọ ilé
ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó
kan.
máa ń pè ní táwọn ọlọ́dẹ wa máa ń lò ẹ ti mọ̀ kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ọdún jẹjẹ náà
Ó wo ojú lágbàá.
jẹjẹ ni o àwọn náà wá gbà
So with all that being said, my week has been good and
So why did I'm still wondering why they released you from the jail.
you know,
You're supposed to be there for a
only
long
lawyer that
time.
man load the tarmac. We get lawyer who they use for tarmac. You know, say as them on Adugo dey, they get lawyer for area, they get lawyer for estates. Now everything about to go know for area.
So now lawyer
we
come-
know lawyer.
come
Now
bail-
lawyer
come-
come
come-
TikTok.
oh,
You
come
don't
bail
have
you
to
out.
come to TikTok to come and bail me out. Thank God for my lawyer, man. Shout out to you, my lawyer. I love you. You did work.
Happy
We could
for
have
you.
read rules and regulation well before.
Before you not do
For real,
nothing.
though. You don't read them,
But I
bro. Everyone go on.
But I do anyhow.
Uncle Flash, can you hear any mad that you're reading, man?
Oh, you
Oh, pick it up
those
on the
people that
straight
don't
up,
do
bro.
is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
As
there
I
now.
flash that motherfucker like
Yeah,
this,
I know.
not
Oh my pick it
My
straight.
pick is straight. You know.
They logged me out immediately, delete that live, delete everything.
Deleted
I'm
that.
like, wow, shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it was good that you were able to get out of it as fast as you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, 4 days, man.
Back by Gombe, man.
No, next one. Don't watch 30 days, ne?
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
First warning is 40.
Four.
Next one is 30. Then your last one infinity. Till infinity, till
But I think that's
infinity.
good though. At least
That's why people
they
be
are
getting your
controlling
accounts,
the community. That's not a bad idea.
But what about those ones you're gonna do TikTok where some people got the fuck for the other live video? We don't know they show them, but they hear their sound. Why don't you take
Yeah,
out
but they
that
don't
That
show.
sound
They don't
now
show
is
them.
not
I just
shown,
sound.
though. They
So
don't
they
know
don't care.
your language. That sound should be your language now.
Yeah, it's just
those
sound.
ones them like that. Don't share man share.
Yeah.
On nonsense skinny one.
Nonsense.
That
Someone say,
sound,
man,
that
say,
sound
yeah.
should be your native
On
language.
London and
That is why after each live, all those live highlights and the TikTok highlights and stuff, it's supposed to pass the sound check and everything. If you are speaking in your native language, they're not going to approve it because it's not a universally.
they won't approve it.
They won't approve
But it will be live, but you can't
You'll be
save
live,
it.
but if you want to save it later, for
Yeah,
me,
you can't- you
post
can't-
it.
oh.
Even if I post it, like I post some, but they're not going to verify it or approve it for. It's not going to qualify for any benefit.
Oh, for any benefit. Even if you post it,
benefit.
you're not getting
Even
anything
if
from
you
it.
post
If you show
have a million views,
zero
it's not gonna
couple.
be- say, yeah, it's not
I
going
get
to be
you, I
qualified
get you.
because you are not speaking in general.
Yeah, general language. So it's better for you to
everybody.
just speak general language, like
But
English,
general
French.
language. You know how long I don't speak general language for TikTok where I don't get 2 or 3 viewers. I begin speak my normal language, everybody hear me.
So
You
fuck the
understand?
money, man.
How can I be a bad to go with a
general language.
with English?
Yeah,
General language.
general language.
How is that
Then I
going
go
to
sit down for somewhere.
So that's why on
Bro, what are you
on my
looking for?
channel I speak
New
mostly
music.
Yoruba.
Okay, let's go to new music though.
What music do you have?
I have 2 songs. For new music for me, I have Bijano. Bijano has a Shayo fix.
Remix.
Yes, new remix. Then I have
Really?
one other song, 2 songs. New.
Giano?
Yeah, Bijano has. Let's run through that one first.
Bijano has a new one.
Cheese, gonna me, I know fit breathe. Unjo Benito jogger on the beats. When the DJ put it on repeat. Yes, I'm a day, my day, love the portable. Let the booty bounce, mama tell again.
Okay.
That's not enough for you.
That's what. Well,
It's not out yet.
Cheese, gonna me, I know fit breathe. Unjo Benito jogger on the beats. When the DJ put it on repeat. Yes, I'm a day, my day, love the portable. Let the booty bounce, mama tell again.
Anyway, go on.
Speaking of new music, Kwama and get new music now. Fawa old taker.
But it is going to show you.
There's nothing to say on this one. And also,
This is just a.
these are a snippet.
A snippet. I need to.
And also, Konga don't do song with Burna Boy.
I tell you now. I said it. You people are
I know say
criticizing
that
that
one
guy
will
again.
forget this guy.
I saw him hanging out with
You guys,
Burna Boy. Wasn't
you
it
guys
like
are
yesterday?
criticizing me.
Even Burna Boy posted it
Power
on
of
his-
social
yeah.
media, guys.
No,
social
no,
media,
no, no.
power of social media, my brother. This social media, jobless. Let's write to Jay-Z, man. Yes,
Well, we
man.
can give him, we give him that flow.
No share now.
Lande,
Let's be very.
Dende, one day I would Dande.
Nibo.
You understand what I'm talking about, bro?
Anyway, anybody can do a song with Burna Boy. Say it go fit clearer.
That's the cocoa.
God bless you.
Yeah, it go fit clearer.
I mean,
Because-
for Bona to do it for him, I mean, at
Now
least
that all
Oma-
these boys,
I mean, Oyaku for
they don't
me.
sell their publishing, whatever. They don't collect money
Even
from
that recognition alone
Yeah, it's enough.
is
Yeah.
something for
Yes,
Konga
for
right
Konga,
now
yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, when I saw the video, I'm like,
I don't
Caleb
understand
was
what you mean
right.
by that, though.
Oh yeah, hold on.
What do you mean?
you
I
said.
don't understand what
I didn't really attack him that day, but you're just going off like.
No, I didn't attack. No, what I
You were
said that
attacking-
day.
you
Listen,
were
what I
attacking
said, no.
Konga, bro.
What I
did,
said that
bro.
day.
You attacked
no, I
Konga.
didn't attack.
I can go and rewind and play.
No.
You know
What
we
I
can
said.
actually-
I remember what I
Bro,
said.
What
don't
did you say?
forget,
What
bro.
did you say?
Don't
What
forget
I
what we
said
playing.
was there are better ways for Konga to ask for that featuring other than coming through. And it's not even about coming through social media. It's the approach that he used. That was the problem I
You're
had.
trying to make it politically correct.
they-
The approach
they-
work or not?
So the approach is-
approach worked or not.
I don't believe it works until I heard the song.
No.
But now, like you
For
said, bro.
consigning last one, for even seeing him alone, how do you think he would have been able to reach for
Even
When
him?
was
seeing
last time
him.
Konga
No,
see-
seriously.
When
No.
the last time Burna Boy saw Konga,
Konga, yeah.
they had pictures together. Konga was on top of the world at that moment.
No, don't
Burna
be-
was coming. The picture on the social media, he did there. After that, probably 10, 15 years. After, they didn't see nothing. And this person knew Burna used to be, I mean, this.
See,
this
do
one-
you
I
think it's
mean,
easy for any old when I don't mean really old, for any artist of maybe 2008, 2009, 2010, 7 to just do like this and have a picture with ODG like that?
It depends on your position.
Come on, man, it's not easy to access these boys, man. Come on,
Bro,
man.
it depends on your position.
It's not easy to access-
Okay.
if-
Okay, maybe I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah, you are speaking for
Just speak
yourself. Come on, man.
I get what you're
Everybody's
saying.
not like
Ah.
you.
Now, these guys, you can't just access
That's
them
ODG
anyhow.
now. What are you saying,
You
bro?
can't just access. No,
You
can't
might have that
access
access.
to
That's
them.
Not
ODG
everybody
land, so
in
go
industry
check
has
again
that
now.
access to it.
You might have that free access, like
Yeah,
them,
come on,
but
man,
Not
come on.
every other person has that
So,
access.
and-
Even though you're a celebrity or old celebrity, you might not have that access, regardless of whom you are.
Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying. But like I said, until I heard the full song.
No,
We don't need the song.
definitely, bro.
We don't see the cosign.
No, we haven't used, I mean, there's a cosign, but
Cosign
like you said,
alone is enough.
We need to look for wait for the
Okay.
thing. For
The cosign
them to
alone
play the
is
song.
enough because I remember that day that we were
Egg, grocery, and gas.
about this shit. I remember you were going in on.
Bro, but
Yeah, but I went
let's
in on
put it
his
this way,
approach.
Bro,
Yeah,
See,
What
bro.
works? That's what I'm
Bro,
saying. You know
bro,
what? Okay,
let's-
now let me
Because it
share.
was part of the things that we said that day was.
listen, guys.
Me, I'm like,
No. Now
when-
don't
when do you
forget.
want
Now
to
don't.
get-
Now don't forget the approach. The approach was because you don't use my lyrics before in your song.
Yes.
Now I think I want you to, and I said no.
that's not
That shouldn't be. No, that's what he said. Because he used that in one butter or
said
something
more
like
than
that. He wants
that.
to
He said more
conga.
than
Yeah, he said more than that. But that's the
Hold
yeah.
on.
And my, no, Baba, wait, make I land.
Stop
That was
defending
what he
yourself.
did. That's what he did.
You
That's what
lost on
Konga
this
did.
one.
That's what Konga
Well,
did.
you
Yes.
got-
And that was what I said.
You
Me,
lost on this
I
one,
prefer,
bro.
No, bro. It's
You
not
lost on
about.
this
It's not
one.
about win or loss.
You- no,
My
no,
point
no,
is,
no, that's-
if okay,
no,
listen.
no.
Let me land. If
Bro.
you had said, Bona,
Jay.
I want you on this new song
Jay, take this
because
L
I'm a big
and move
fan
on.
and I know
Let's
you're a
move on.
big
Take
fan.
this L and let's move on.
Bona will still do it regardless.
No.
That's my point.
No.
So I request
That's
to
your brother.
so
That's your
Tori
brother.
Pope jadi arrogantly yellow sheshe.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Konga is not arrogant.
no, it's not
That approach.
arrogant.
That approach was wrong. That approach was wrong for me. That approach was
But
wrong.
at the end of the day,
You got the
we
receipt.
should- you got the receipt. You know.
Anyway.
That's just it. But now let's just wait for them to clear
Bro.
the song out. That's
Let's
it.
wait for the clearance.
Move on. No. We're not waiting for the
But
clear.
on another note though, they might not clear the song, They might not clear the song and then leak it out.
We wait for it.
See, let me tell you something.
Wait for
Let me
it.
tell you something. There's some shit that I think is not gonna happen. When I saw he sent me a message, and I quickly went on fucking Instagram. When I
So
saw
you thought
it,
it's not gonna. Me, I know it can happen. I never said it cannot happen.
hold on.
I know it can happen.
Hold on. Even with his approach, for Burna Boy to at least invite him to his circle, at least to sit with him and make a video and take a picture, bro.
And
Because when do you expect him to have Burna Boy's? Burna Boy doesn't even have a phone. Oh yeah,
my God, with due respect.
take your
with
L
due
on this one.
respect.
See, sometimes,
No,
Baba.
this is not
Burna Boy doesn't even have a phone.
No, I want to say something.
I don't think-
Land.
This is not be even about taking L or not.
Yeah.
Two episodes or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
That episode is not out yet, and I know it's going to be an epic
No,
when it drop.
it's out.
Which one?
We don't have any pending episode though.
You sure?
Which one?
The one
Which
that
one?
this guy came from.
J1.
Yeah.
It's
J1
out
is
right
out.
now.
Is that right now?
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
out, it's out.
And that means I'm late behind. If you watch that episode, they said it just dropped. Go and click, go and watch on it. You see that episode? I was trying to bring out something, bro. My organo verse. This time we are now is social media age.
Yeah,
internet age.
you won for that
Bro,
one,
even use yourself. You need to step up your internet game lately. I beg. My oga, you
Bro,
too dey hide. You too dey shocking.
bro. That's what I want. Me, bro.
You too dey
See,
shocking.
there's nobody I want that I cannot reach out to. There's
I
no.
know.
So that's why sometimes it depends on your own position and where you are and what you can do. Me, I don't think anybody is my problem. If I want to reach out to anybody to this song with, I don't.
That's not
Because I don't fucking need. I don't need your song to make money. I live good.
about that.
So I don't need you to survive. If I tell you I want to do a collaboration with you, if you're down, fine. If you're not down, fuck you. On to the next man. That's me.
I understand you, bro.
So you can. But not everybody's like me. I'm just in my own position.
Hold on.
I don't have any problem with it.
Hold on.
Yeah, so.
Hold on.
But you need to know that this social media age. We are in the social media era right now.
People take this. People can the way you think people will interpret. Like for example, like when I interpret what Konga did is different from the outcome of what it is. So this is the moral of the story. The moral of the story is we're in social media age right now, and things are going by the second.
I got reading.
But do you guys know that it's not because of that social media rant made Burna do it. Burna just want to do it out of love.
Because he like him. That's
my point.
Hell yeah. But how do you expect Konga to have reached out to him? Burna doesn't have a phone.
He could reach out on social media. That's my point.
Burna doesn't read his DM. He doesn't have a phone.
On social media.
He doesn't have a phone number.
I keep saying it. My problem.
Come on, man.
No, bro. My problem.
Do you want to imagine
thing was
what
the approach?
What Burna Boys? The
way he went about it was
DM
what I
will look like.
with.
Do you want to imagine? Do you want to kind of imagine it? What his
For me,
DM will look
I
like?
felt like it was.
People like that can't have a phone. Why would we have a cell phone? Come on, man. Cell phone for what? That's ODG now. Come on. What are you saying?
Anyway, let's move on. I have another new song. This is by Kiss Daniel.
Phone about.
In his Uncle K album, and it's titled Alijana.
I was about to talk about that song.
No, don't play this one. There's another dope song
On the album?
Yeah.
That song,
Yeah.
Don't songs on the album, though, for real.
But let this one go first.
Wish I could talk to you one more time, my friend. But you back pass, I'll see you for our China.
Shout out to Kiss Daniel on this one.
Like sure I back you for life, it's got down, got your records, give me a little bar. Color. Yeah. 2021. Cancer, this one, that one, whose fault? Maybe cause it was. Now so I been lose my pops, but I'm moving on. Lorenzo.
When I lose my papa, then I move to a papa.
May you rest in peace. What do you guys think?
Well, I think this song is a good song, but I've listened to the whole project.
The whole Uncle K project.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've listened to it, but
Good album.
yeah, good EP and
Good EP. How many songs?
I think
not heard
like
everything, but I think I've
seven
heard two.
songs.
I've heard two out of
The
it.
song with
But the two I
Zlatan.
heard is nice.
That is dope. There's another one.
The one with Zlatan, I love that song.
Yeah, so
That one with Zlatan is
it's
dope.
a nice song.
Like,
It's a nice-
I will give it like the way Zlatan is actually, building his craft from the days of to now that he's like mellowed and now giving us that
This is the one with
songs
Don't play it.
and
Don't let
everything.
them.
You know, let's be honest.
Just 5 minutes. No.
So I
I'll
feel
give
like
30 seconds.
I feel like now he's like he has already gotten his rhythm. He knows his kind of style of music, so he's now trying to like
I'm looking forward to a Friday, a must. If you don't get money, don't collect the table.
Summer day go good, summer day go bad. Achiri moja balosu balam. You dey pray, dey work, very soon na jawo. Baba God don't like liability. Oh do do. Secure money.
like why did wait? I wanted to listen to the to this like
They're going to.
Why do you stop me when I'm ready to dance? Then?
Copyright. They
Come on, Ijeka, release it.
will let us upload
You
the shit.
better but DM.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah.
for me,
So Uncle K album, one of the best so far
it's
this
EP.
year.
It's not
right?
an album. It's just
It's
seven
just an EP though.
Okay.
EP, so it's good. I like
Do
it.
people still do albums?
Come on,
It feels
man.
like
Man,
nobody does it. I think the era is EP.
the
now.
trend
That's the way
is
to go by.
new trend now. 7 songs. Don't come and bore us with 13, 14 songs. Nobody have time.
13 and 4 is only the banger that is in the whole thing.
And now imagine you having an
But there's
EP.
one they said had like almost 15 songs that is just one banger that is there. One of the albums. I think.
Yeah, somebody released something like that.
Yeah, they said it's just one banger.
Okay. Well, people attention span is like this now, so you gotta be. Come on,
Quickie.
little.
No,
Sharp.
and the thing people don't understand now is like in dropping just 7 EPs, and we done 7. I say 7 EPs, 7 songs on just on an EP. Well, out of those 7 songs there, we're going to want to listen to like 4, 5 back to back because.
But if everything is good, people will listen to everything.
And the fact
I
is,
mean,
like,
Kiss
Kiss Daniel
Daniel
never has a
now,
good bad.
yeah,
It never
yeah.
has
No bad music,
no
no
bad
bad
music,
songs anyway.
no bad songs. So even though the song is not like doesn't reach that peak, it's still going. We still going to rate it like an
Still
8
gonna
or
do it,
7.
regardless.
I think this is what he did. I think he has 2 projects, 2 EPs. He said there's another one. I think this one is Lemon Chase. I think there's another one, Kinikon Chase. I can't remember right now. That one has features all through. That one he had a song with Simi and the rest of.
Oh,
So
nice.
come on,
Nice. I'm happy to see.
that's the
you
new
drop
way.
something
Instead of
out.
releasing the 12, 13 songs together, breaking it into
break
call
it
it EP.
into-
This one EP, that one.
Nice.
And you still going to make the same money.
You even make
You
more.
make more.
You're going to make more.
Because now you're giving us like another 2 different kind of vibe of songs that we want to listen to.
Hell yeah, 2 sets. Instead of 1 set, give us 2 sets.
I think Nice did that thing also then when he did it.
That
with
Nice did
Versus.
Versus and Bashorunga.
Bashonga, yeah.
Yeah, but ìyẹn ṣe album ni.
Album.
Album, yeah, don't just only be that
Orin
one.
ti pọ̀ jù lọ́rọ̀ yẹn, àwọn yẹn kọrin kù.
That one I like 13 or 14
I'm
each.
really proud that period, man. I love that song. Those songs, that Bashonga and that song there.
Okay,
Anyway,
let's
let's
move
move
on.
on.
Let's get to today's deal.
Oh, man, today's deal.
Big Beautiful Bill.
Oh yeah, like
Big Beautiful Bill.
Like, I will start with the way Ellen said. Oh yeah, he partied with Epstein.
I don't understand.
Elon Musk.
Uh-huh.
He said it there on his Twitter page. He said it. Yeah, he said yeah. Trump partied with Epstein. Before
No, that
dropped
one is
out.
too far now.
Before the video dropped
Wale,
out.
ó ti lọ jìnnà jù.
Before the
I
video
think-
dropped.
Ó ti lọ jìnnà
Bro,
jù.
before the video dropped.
Party with Epstein.
Yeah.
I think
That one later. Now
the
backlash
Big
to
Beautiful
that.
Bill is has been passed by the House of Representatives very, very fast. I don't know how they did that shit. Just quickly. And I've been seeing some tweets of some Republican House of Representatives saying they didn't know what it contains. From what I can see, it has a lot of tax cuts for the wealthy, the billionaires. And also the reason why the fallout between Trump and his guy, Elon, is happening right now, I think is because
We've done it
the same bill contains
because
of the EV subsidy that the US government is paying. So now, and you know, for a billionaire, when you touch his everybody has their own interest, yeah. Yes, it's not like Trump and Elon Musk like each other like that. Elon is just supporting it because of what he's gonna get. Now, Trump from the back, don't you accuse? So that's why there's a problem. But the beautiful bill, from what I can see, is I'm not a Republican. I didn't vote for Trump, yeah. But
I did.
But this is what I would say. Your guy, and that guy when I vote for, is delivering basically on what he said he's going to do. So me, I don't have a problem with it because you guys vote him, and the majority carry the vote, right?
I mean, there was a campaign agenda from the beginning.
Fuck your campaign.
He
agenda.
said everything he was going to do, and he's still on track. Everything he said he was going to do, that's what he's still doing. So I don't know why this fallout happened. But all I know is, as much as I respect Elon, right? I think I'm not disappointed. The thing is, right now, he's having this outrage because this old bill does not favor him.
Yeah, it's because of the EV subsidy that the guy wants to come out.
It doesn't favor his companies, and he felt like he did so much to give Donald a good stand. But one thing I want to say though is, if Elon actually understand what branding is, I think this should have been expected.
Well,
this shouldn't be a surprise to him when you think of who President Donald Trump is. You saw this first time. Now, most of the people that actually helped him during his first term. When he got into power, what did he do? He threw them under the bus. So I don't think he should be surprised, though.
But I think many Americans are happy that it's been thrown on
Democrats.
Democrats.
It's the Democrats.
They've been expecting it.
It's not only Democrats.
People already said it
Americans.
that they didn't even know it was gonna last 6 months. that the broma was gonna last 6 months. All I can say is.
But the whole thing is getting messy, though. If you look how the whole thing started, it was Elon that first tweeted that this whole bill is a mess.
It's gonna.
That's a concern, Elon.
Yes, and
gonna
Trump
put
was
America
like,
in
but
more
Trump
debt.
said the inner working of the bill, that Elon actually understands it better. Like they've been on it for a while. That's what Trump said.
The big beautiful bill.
Yes.
the name is even.
Then
very
Elon responded. Elon was like, he was shown the bill. He wasn't shown the bill. He didn't see it. But Trump said he saw it. But he said he didn't see it. He said he didn't see it.
I agree to that.
This whole thing is a trash. And right now they've been going back and forth. And Elon is now saying he wants to create a new political party for middle
who?
class.
Who is middle class? Is he part
Who
of?
is he controlling? Does he even have?
Is he part of the middle class? Yeah,
Yeah, but
a billionaire. He
but
should
do
go
you,
and stay with those people.
but do you guys actually understand Elon's position in this whole?
I don't understand. It's just his interest.
No, it's more than that.
Come on, man. No, it's because it touches his
No.
money, bro. Come on.
No, it's not about
Leave Elon,
bro. No, it's not
Which
about
Elon? This one?
It's about the deficit at the end of the day. It's
No,
how much
it's not
America
Deficit. What deficit?
Don't mind that
Is
guy.
how much
Elon?
is how much America is owing.
Is America owing
Is
Elon?
this
Are
old?
we owing Elon?
Oh, yeah.
No, we don't have. So Elon doesn't. And Elon never said, "I'm fighting for myself."
He
What,
won't say it.
bro?
he's saying
But
is-
what he's saying,
What he's saying
no, guys,
Taxpayers' money, not
guys,
to be
guys.
spent.
Trump said
Guys.
it
No,
now.
it's
Read
fighting
it.
for
Trump said,
money,
Guys,
not to be
guys.
spent unnecessarily and onto things that are not
guys,
worth it.
guys.
No.
So you believe
it's part of
You believe Elon has interest
It's
on masses?
Americans. Americans are that.
Guys, let's be factual.
Well, no.
Let's be factual.
I'm gonna go by what Donald
and this is what I mean by
Trump
let's be factual. Let's go. No, we're not going to go about what anybody said. Let's go about their statements
But
one after
Donald
the
Trump
other.
said exactly what happened. He said it.
But that is not what Elon said. Elon never said,
Elon won't
I'm
say that.
revolting because of the EV.
He won't say that.
Elon said the reason why this bill does not make any sense, that is going to increase the American deficit
What do you expect him to say?
for over 2.5 trillion.
So he's saying he care more about America than the president.
Yes,
and, the number one
and that's the
president
reason.
in
That's the
United
same
States
reason
of
why he
America.
bought Twitter.
That's a lie.
He said he wants Americans to have a platform where they can have free
No,
speech.
he bought Twitter to win the election for Donald Trump.
No,
Period.
no.
See, this
no,
guy is a
no,
billionaire
no,
now.
no,
You already know what's gonna happen 10 years time.
So you know he's a billionaire. So you know that this EV might not even affect him.
Definitely.
This episode affect
Do
his
this.
business.
Money. It's going to affect his money.
How? So now,
It's
Tell me why how is
how is it going to affect his money?
Okay, why? Okay, hold on.
The company might lose, but it's not going to affect Elon as a person. But what we are talking, no.
No.
That's all of
So my point,
Is that not his company?
Elon and his company are the same people. Don't get it twisted.
no.
Every billionaire
No,
and
they're
their company,
bunch-
they are the same
remember
people.
that
They're the same entities.
no, they're a bunch of
One
shareholders.
thing you guys don't understand.
No.
One thing you guys
There are
don't
other
understand
people
when
in
it
the
comes
company
to
now.
one thing you guys don't understand when it comes to Tesla. Tesla is not just a car company. How about that?
Tesla is not even an automobile company.
So
Tesla is a data company.
Data company.
It's a
tech
data
company.
data
So
tech
I'm
company.
sorry, there's
Yes.
no
So,
way
but
you
this
want to
dude,
put it this
but
way.
are you
They
guys,
have data.
but here's my point. Are you guys looking at it? I understand. Maybe the EV thing is going to affect him. Removing the subsidy from EV is going to be a slap on Tesla. Yes, we understand. But are you also looking at it from the perspective of
It is not
the
Elon
deficit
that
is
will
going
come
to
and tell us that one.
skyrocket?
It's not Elon that
Who
will
is
come and tell
supposed
us
to
that
tell
one.
you?
It's not
How
Elon.
would you know if he doesn't say it?
It's not Elon that will come and tell us that one. He's only fighting for his
You're
interest.
just being a Democrat. That's what.
See, let me tell you something. This is what I believe happened.
You're just being a Democrat.
This is what I believe happened. I believe Elon knew about the big beautiful bill, but they didn't tell him. Donald Trump did not include the EV thing when he showed him. And what they did was create a dodge to do some cuts, at least to have some traction for revenue, to have some money back into America, so they can give. What does the BBB bill?
But that's what they are-
really about. It's about giving more tax cuts to these billionaires, which Elon is part of.
No, it's more than that, though.
It's more than that.
Yeah, that's what.
way
that's
more
what-
than
All of them now.
That is it.
All of them are the same. All they do
Because
all of
regardless,
them are
bro, let's put it this
politicians.
way, regardless.
All of
with
them
this
are
tax,
thieves.
this bill, the billionaires are still going. They'll be the one making more money.
Yes, it's tax
Exactly.
cut for them now. Yeah. So
And you know Trump did it the first time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but
Same
this,
thing
but
going on everywhere
yeah,
all
but
over the
He
world.
did it the
For
first time when he came.
politicians.
but you know why this is funny? You guys are saying
this is not funny.
But you guys sounds funny.
This is not funny.
Let me tell you why you sound funny.
I'm telling you what it is.
You guys are the ones that sounds funny. That's
No,
my point.
no.
This is why you sound funny.
I'm
You
telling you
guys
what
are
it is.
saying that this tax bill is actually meant for the billionaires because
Yes.
it's going to give them a great tax cut.
Yes.
Don't forget that Elon Musk is number one when it comes to these assets and you know.
That is why it's
Wait, let me land. But except I want my favor. So to much about my favor Kalara because at the end of the day, let me land now. The tax cuts will be beneficial to him. But this dude is saying, I'm standing for all American that if we continue to do this deficit will fucking mess up the middle class.
He's not-
To much one class to my favor. Will he
He's
say
not
that?
the one that will come and tell us that
I
one.
don't know if you guys are reasoning
No,
the way I'm
no,
reasoning.
no, it's not about what you're reasoning. You're reasoning like pure MAGA Republican. That's how you're reasoning.
Oh, he's a MAGA.
Yeah, he's a MAGA. So because all of y'all believe whatever Donald Trump
MAGA,
does
MAGA.
is the best. Come on. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. He knew about this shit. He never complained until he knew that his own EV subsidies were included in it. That's when he started complaining.
He's and George was
You
out.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah, this thing, all this thing it's everything. Look at what
They're playing in politics, though.
Donald Trump is far ahead. That's the number one citizen of the world.
He's
Come on, man.
he's not, apart
So
from him being far
Elon,
ahead,
this is what I would say to Elon. Elon, I know you're on your menstruation now. You continue to be on your menstruation until 3.5 years when this guy goes out, because part of the shit that you do was control the algorithm to favor your guy. He did all
Allegedly.
of that. He bought Twitter.
Allegedly.
He did-
Allegedly.
Come on, we know these things.
Baba,
He bought
allegedly.
Twitter,
Allegedly.
He bought
Allegedly.
Twitter. Control algorithm.
Baba, no be the
See,
show,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah, no question.
He control algorithm.
No,
Do you
no,
know what they say?
Allegedly.
You know what they say? Allegedly. They said they're trying to give people free speech. Come on, man. Come on.
But there wasn't free speech before.
Come
he got
on,
it.
come
There
on.
wasn't free speech on
Come
Twitter.
on.
There wasn't free on Twitter.
on Twitter.
Come on.
Before Elon.
See, let's move on.
On Twitter and sub. Before Elon bought it, there wasn't free speech on it.
Let's move on. We're going to. This shit is just the beginning of a season film.
So we
Let them continue.
It's going to be
And
really,
Donald
really.
Trump will continue to.
I mean, see what he
President Trump don't
tweeted
mind.
something earlier. He said, the reason why they haven't released the Epstein file is because Trump was in it.
He didn't put allegedly
He
there.
shouldn't have said that.
If he didn't put allegedly there, if it was us now,
You know, he didn't put
if
allegedly.
he say it
But
on
he's
his-
sure of what he's saying. No,
on-
he's sure of what he's saying.
He's
That's-
sure of what?
Yes, the file. He's sure of the file.
No, for him to say, then it's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
true.
he has that file.
No.
There was a video that came out.
Baba, he has that
was
file.
It's not everything that
He
they
has
say.
that file.
Bro.
He has that file.
Bro, there was a video.
I even heard
on
allegedly. I heard he bought that file.
Allegedly, there's
bought
no.
from-
This one's
from FBI.
It's on
Yeah,
Shade
he bought
Shade
that
Room
file.
there.
I heard he bought that file.
It's on Shade Room there. There was a
So
video
you
where
think
Trump
it's
was
possible
partying with some girls.
to have, okay, maybe before Trump became powerful though, maybe he has that file for a long time ago.
Who?
I mean,
No, they just got it recently now. But FBI said release it.
So you
They
think
didn't
he
make it
just-
public. It's still classified, but he has access to it. I believe so.
See, let me tell you something.
And he's not lying, Baba Wambe. And if you know Epstein, right, and you know Trump, you know they used to be very close.
They used to
So
be very close.
I'm not surprised.
Bro, if you go to Shade Room, you go.
He's right there. He's right here.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
This is two of them having fun
bro.
right here with plenty
With the girls.
beautiful ladies.
And on this
The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo.
Grab them by the pussy. What the fuck?
All I can say is, I'm all for this season film, and
But
I
this
bought
is
my
this
popcorn.
is going to get really
grab
messy.
them by what?
it's
By
going
the
to be very,
pussy.
very messy.
That's what he said.
That's
Bro.
what Trump said now.
Yeah,
He said it before the.
This is going to get.
first election.
I'm sure this is going to get
Well,
more
they're
messy
still-
than we think.
They're still not going to do shit to him though,
To who?
to Trump.
Immunity now. Come on, man. Nobody's
That's
touching
Trump,
it.
though.
Nobody's touching the
touching
president.
Trump anymore.
Nobody's touching the president.
Nothing is touching.
Who are
Did
you,
you see that
Daddy?
tweet from Elon Musk, one of his wives, that said, Donald Trump, link up if you need breakup advice. You didn't see the tweet?
That's petty.
That's fucking petty. That actually
I'm
clear.
not
That's
really aware
that's actually clear. Actually clear. Yellow Twitter. Donald Trump, link up if you need breakup advice.
So what are they trying to imply? Like maybe we are on anti first lady to break up.
I want to Elon the first lady in this situation.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, that's fucking petty.
Oh, that's
You
bad.
get it. Oh, true,
I don't
Lepani.
know that joke.
That's a
Wait,
fucking
you
joke,
want to
man.
divorce from Elon? Let me know.
I can give you some advice.
Because
Like,
I've dealt with it before.
That's pettiness. Petty and it's shit, man.
anyway, I hope they are able to resolve this.
They're not
because
resolving shit.
I really hope they are able to resolve
1
it. because
billionaire. No, I'm good.
I respect Elon.
1 billionaire is having.
Donald
business
Trump
questions.
is
Say
one
they
of the
should-
business guys that I actually respect. I follow many of his principles.
Who?
Donald
Donald?
Trump. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it in business?
Yes, in
Yeah, before he
business.
became
I'm not
president.
talking about morals, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about morals. Morals is zero. But I'm talking of when it's time to move money around or to beat the system. He's a great guy that you can study and you learn a lot from. And Elon is one guy that I also respect his level of IQ. He's
Elon
a genius,
is an
you know.
administrative
But
genius.
have you guys noticed the drugs allegation
No,
when
I
it comes
think
to
it's
Elon Musk?
just,
You think it's a joke?
I don't believe it.
Why would you
But he
believe it,
admitted though.
Why would
He
you
admitted.
He admitted to use-
Yeah, he said he
use-
take.
Oh,
He
no,
said he
it's
take
on this
ketamine.
thing.
He said he's always on ketamine once a month.
Even his
He
even
said
his
it now.
smile.
He
Even
said
his
it.
smile. His
He
smile.
was on Jogan's
The
show.
way he smiles,
No, that's
you
weed.
go- you go-
That's weed. He did weed.
He's autistic now, so we can.
No, he did weed on Rogan. That was that, but that's been a while. That's like 2-3 years ago. I mean, he has come to Rogan afterward. But recently, there was an interview he did that he accepted that he takes ketamine and he said he does it like once a month. But if you see Elon's reaction,
What the fuck is ketamine?
you don't know. You don't
I
know what
don't know.
ketamine is?
I don't know, man.
I don't know how we'll define it for you.
Is it a drug?
Yes, he's
Legal.
a. No, it's not. He's.
Right.
Prescription.
Let me give you the definition. No, couldn't prescription a backdoor drug. So, ketamine is a dissociative anesthetics that has some hallucinogenic effect. Okay. So it works like a psychedelic mushroom. Yeah, but DMT not only, but it's way higher. And Elon is always on it. And lately, it's been obvious that if you see him in public, have you seen this video that you've just been like this?
Because he's autistic.
Because he's somewhere else. You know?
He's saying something.
Yeah,
else.
he uses it a lot, and he admitted to it. So it's part of why people are coming after him now. It's you that you are always high on. There's one video I saw this morning, which was very interesting. That you feel like, maybe he shouldn't have agreed to things like that publicly though, because I mean,
In the interview.
no, admitting of using.
Admitting,
That's a
Yes.
billionaire now. We don't care.
These people are billionaires.
They don't care.
give a
man.
shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
Okay.
They don't care, man.
They don't care.
They'll say whatever they want to say. Just
Oh,
let
that video is,
people
that
go
video is
deal
on,
with
is
it.
on TikTok. Anyway, he admitted, and I think that thing is really messing
Now you dey
with
think like
him
that.
too.
Them
too.
dey think like that. Too. Now you dey think.
But ketamine is good though, but only that's be Elon Musk to lelo.
Please, let's move on.
Anyway, speaking of ketamine, we're in June and is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
Men's.
Yes, mental
Men.
health awareness month.
Men.
Men, yeah. It's always every June, and for me, I would like to. When we're talking about mental awareness, I would just like my guys. I'll speak more about my friends, my people in Nigeria, especially the men. Please, guys, take care of your mental health. Oh.
Men are
Prone
4 times
to-
more likely
Yeah.
to commit suicide, making up nearly 80% of all suicide are men.
They said 60 million men think of committing suicide.
See?
Only 560 actually do it.
Oh, wow.
So 1 in every
That's
10
a
men
crazy
experience
Suicide
depression or
at-
anxiety.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's 10%. That's a lot.
Have you ever thought of committing suicide before? You? What happened to you? Who broke your heart?
Sometimes you never. You know.
It's not
you
something
know
that
that.
it's
You
not
know one
something
thing
that
is
you want to experience and
That's serious
it
though.
will just creep into you.
Like you just feel like.
Gradually.
exactly what I want to say.
Gradually.
You know one thing about
What do you mean by
suicide is
creeping?
this. Okay, this.
What do you mean by creeping to you?
One
I
thing
need.
about- because I can say something
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
One thing about suicide is this. It's just a thought. It starts from a single thought. Just one thought. So if that one thought comes and
Drops you down.
you welcome that thought,
Yeah.
that's how it keeps growing. That's when it gets to depression. And that's when it gets
When
to
you're
when
depressed,
one cannot
So
Can't
stop
control it.
You can't
So
control it.
you can
And
control
that
it.
is
For me,
when
I
it
think the
affects
depression
your
will
mental
come first
awareness.
before you get to the point where you
No.
feel like switching it off.
And you might have been
There
depressed.
might be
You know there are a
something.
lot of things
How am I
that
going to put it? There
that
might be
puts-
something that would have pushed you to that state of you
Thinking of, I want to end it all.
No, it's not even thinking of you giving up or you committing suicide. there was something that would push you to that state of you giving up.
Finally,
first.
at the end.
You understand? Now, when you give up first, that is when they start creeping in like, keep on feel life me, go shit. What am I doing with my life? I'm done. I'm like, shit, I ain't got nothing left. Shit, what if I just go? So now, the thought of now how to now draw yourself out is, okay, now look at the people around you like, okay, if I do this, how would this person survive? How would this person feel? In my own case, it was my son. I'll put it that way. You know, so I had to like, you know, think like, oh, if I go, that person will be a papa.
So do you think this is based on the pressure? And I'm going to still focus back on our people back home. I mean Nigeria. I know it happens there, but I think there is an extra pressure. Do you think that this is because most of this pressure is always on men? I need to provide. I need to take care of all these people. I'm the the breadwinner. Do you think it's part of the reasons why men feel that way?
To me, let me put it this way. I don't know about any other person though. It's naturally, it's nature for men to feel that pressure because we are providers. So if we can't provide,
no,
let me finish.
No. I don't want you to finish. I don't want you to finish. You know why I don't want you to finish?
Okay.
I don't want you to finish. That is. I need you to understand my question.
Okay, now
men are naturally providers, and I think that is an orientation back home. I don't think it applies to every man here.
No.
You think it applies to them here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it does. No, naturally we providers, regardless of what in the Bible. That's why God made us, the king over even the women and everything. You understand? We are providers. I
don't like the way you guys bring Bible to all the shit.
No,
because
we are born to provide and to create. You understand? And
we are not. Nobody said that.
Bro, let us look at it that way.
Whose rules now? You're not getting my point.
This is something
Who made the rule? Who made the rule?
We found. We grew up learning.
Let me now ask you
We've
this.
noticed
Let me
our
ask you
forefathers.
this. You now as a man like this, if you don't provide over your roof, who is going to do the provision?
Thank you.
Because now you are saying who made the rule,
Okay, so here's my own perspective, right? Yes, maybe men are meant to be based on how we are raised and the orientation we believe as men. This is what. But do you also know that sometimes they said biologically you are the weaker sex?
Oh yeah.
See, let me tell you something.
Baba, make I land before you. The reason why I'm saying this is that I don't want you guys to look at it just religiously. No. I want you to look at it from a psychological perspective too. Sometimes your woman might be stronger than you are. She might be the provider, not you. Sometimes you get. But because of our orientation as, especially, I don't know about every other, but as a Nigerian, you are meant to be the provider.
Provider for how long?
Thank you. Now, let me know. You want to have a
What do you mean by far?
Let me put it this way. You are married.
No. I'm not putting a time frame to it. I'm just saying that there are some, okay.
Women don't provide.
No, let me some women do. Okay, let me break it. There's something I learnt a while ago. Do you know that there are some women that are actually masculine by nature?
Oh, sure, definitely.
And there are some men that are feminine men.
Yeah.
There are men, there are men. I know men in this country that their wife is the breadwinner.
Okay.
They take care of the kids.
Now, hold on.
It doesn't make sense to us as a Nigerian, and it will never make sense to me. But people do it.
Now, hold on. This is what I think. This is why I don't want you to compare our orientation from back home to here. Over here, they have escape route. I'm not making excuses for nobody.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by escape route?
Yeah, they have escape route. Over here, I'm not making excuses, and I'm not trying to be politically correct. I'm just saying based on my the information or the exposure of people I've talked to. Over here is when you hear that a man will just wake up, get tired of everything, and just leave. We don't do that where we're from. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe that's part of the reasons why some of their women here are masculine. And most of our women, African women, they are not masculine. They are not as masculine as, you know what I'm saying?
Some are masculine though.
Yeah, some are. A lot of them are, but not as they are here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like for example, it was until I get to this country. It happens, I'm not saying it doesn't happen in Africa, but it's not rampant. It was until I get to this country. That's when you start talking to someone. You say, who is your father? Like, I don't know my dad. Okay, I used to know him when I was young, but all of a sudden one day he just stood
Up
up
and leave.
and leave. You understand what I'm saying? You hear that stories very, very well. What I'm trying to say is, mentally, men here find a way to escape it. We, from where we're from, just like what he said. Look at what he said. He said he was down in the hole at some point, and the thought of his own son, of thinking of, I want to raise my son, is what got him back. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people a lot of men are suicidal. Doesn't necessarily mean they are suffering from not having money or whatever.
Or not from being a provider.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean.
It's not even about okay, now let me put it this way. Let me even put it this way. You know, you can actually be providing, have the money, and make everyone around you happy, and you're not happy.
Yeah, I want to believe 70 more than 70% of people who commit suicide, not just because they don't.
So now let me not put it to you this way. Now
Yeah,
check on people that you see that outside as always trying to make.
So you don't think it's
happy
based
also,
on the
no.
point is you guys don't think it's based on the pressure they are going through? as
No,
men?
bro,
But
it's
there's
not.
something pressurized
So there's something that's pressuring we men separately.
That is why
Bro,
we are
What
saying
could that
this.
be though?
That
Can
is why we are
anybody
saying-
give me an
you never
example?
know anybody
You
that
never
commit-
know.
That's why we are saying
Bro,
this.
you
Some people
Bro,
can
you
be
never
aware
know.
of
I
their
can-
mental health. That is
Bro,
why we are
no, let's
creating
put it this way.
awareness.
As I'm sitting down here now, I can leave. I can leave now,
struggling mentally.
tomorrow, and boom. One thing might trigger you back again, or might trigger me back, and I get down back to that state.
that same
Oh,
hole.
and I even not that. Oh, I won't stay in that. Oh, I will not
Deeper than
deep
that.
myself
Deeper than that hole,
more
yeah.
than that. Oh, so now the thing there is you avoid things that you know that will trigger you to, that will put you in that hole. For instance, maybe it's like, for instance, maybe it's a lady now. Bro, what are you gonna do? Rather than you trying to make yourself feel like, oh, you're getting married or this thing, you avoid it. You avoid people that you make you see.
That is when you are aware of your
Sincerely,
mental
health.
health.
I think
Mentally
you guys-
aware.
Jay, I think general knowledge of this is the reason why June is a awareness for men's mental health is
Mental
because it technically says that men are mentally sick. We are more mentally.
Do you actually know why it
we have
takes
more
June?
issues mentally than.
But it's
Because
it
it takes-
worse back
bro,
home, though.
you don't know why
it's
they say
worse
6
back
months?
home? Because a lot of those guys don't even know they're in that state. Because everything is on
No,
them.
okay. We as men, like you said, we carry a lot of burdens, right? And
to depression. Yeah.
and you know why they say why is
But what
you know why
exactly
it's
is
6
burden?
months?
What exactly is burden?
No, do you know why it's 6 months? No, do you know why it's June? Do you literally know why it's June? That they made it's because before they calculate the time before the suicide, like before you commit that suicide, it's going to take you that time of
3 months.
3 months. 3
8
months when you dip yourself
to
in.
actually
Then after that 3
conclude
months,
that's what you want to do.
6 months. That's when you now then start doing it. So that is why it's around that period. Like they have to like talk about it, and because it's not something that would.
Because it's not
Many
easy
people,
for you to
even
focus
many,
on
many
it.
people are even depressed from ordinary their work, and they don't even know from that job
Yes.
they are fucking depressed.
Yes.
A job can make you feel
Well,
depressed.
the first time
before you know.
the first time I faced suicide was that time I was driving 18 wheelers, right? There was a day I was in the middle of nowhere, right? And that thought just creeps in like, do you know if you actually commit suicide in this truck right now, 3-4 days, you are already gone, nobody's gonna know you are here. It just came as a thought. Just like that. It happens the first time, I'm like, which kind of thought be this? I get down. I do want to, I go back and go sleep down and go. I did go another trip, like second or the third time. The same thoughts came, like, do you know here now, just one gunshot, nobody go here, say, you don't die for it. Oh boy, that's one of the reasons I'll keep trucking till tomorrow.
See, everybody has
got
that thought.
depressed from that job.
You
can say something, you can say whatever you want to say,
I want to believe every man have that thought, but if you come to the realization of acknowledging it, that's when you can fight it. That shit creeps in, not by ego pressure, not by anything. These thoughts can creep in. I've had one of the most craziest thoughts ever in a place where I'll be looking at myself like, what the fuck? Why did this just come to me? Why? I'm not saying suicidal now. What shit? So I can understand how people
What could be worse than suicide?
A lot of shit can be worse than that.
Like most reasonable men, at some point in time, will think about the most about life. You think that you have hit the rock bottom. And then, by so doing, you'll be like, it will take me a while to get up again, except there's a miracle.
Yeah, no.
There's a miracle, you know.
Except
that
miracle happen
creeps
along
in.
the way. Yeah.
There's a miracle that just creeps in along the line.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know the reason why we think about that oftentimes? Well, to the best of my own knowledge, the way that I see it, the reason we think like that most times is because of the amount of burdens that we shoulder and carry. The amount of burdens that, so you see, a lot of responsible men, why do they call us responsible? Because you have the time. Even if you don't have ample time, but you still like create time to think about the family, wife, children, think about even extended families and things like that. When you cannot meet up to expectation, okay, so let's say you have like 100% responsibilities to carry, okay, you're so doing what you can do, but you cannot carry everything. You get tired of the whole thing, and you even feel worthless. You be as if that you are not even doing anything.
That's exactly what we are saying. That is why men need to be aware of their mental.
It is the amount of. I want to believe that everybody right here are responsible, because you think about your kids, you think about the family, the extended family, even friends, one way or the other. When sometimes situations crops in and you really feel like you want to help, but you just cannot, you know, and you be like, oh God, if you just put me for the position where you see I can just fix this situation right now. You are thinking about fixing someone else's situation. Yours is there.
You never fix yours.
Yours is there. I'll tell you one thing.
Tell us.
And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to barge into, but I'll tell you one thing.
Tell us.
Look at the people that tries as much as possible to fix the people back home. Have you ever thought about it? That sometimes you can like distribute $1 million, $2 million within a twinkle of an eye. And after you do that, you might be left with maybe like $50, $60 in your account. Have you ever thought about that?
Oh,
Has
sure,
it ever
definitely.
happened to anybody?
Oh, yeah.
That is not, don't think you're foolish. Don't think you're foolish. Okay? You're not foolish. And do you have to be doing that? It is not mandatory, you don't have to. But it is because of who you are. So men,
You might be foolish though.
lot with the amount of this
You
that
might
we
be
have
foolish
in our
though.
heads. We go through a lot.
Okay, let's wrap it up. So, the moral of the story is.
Sorry to cut you off, bro. It was literally saying something very serious.
I'm serious now.
Yeah,
no, don't worry, bro.
Sometimes you sending
That
$2
money
million naira
can be foolish.
back home and saving just $60 left for yourself here
can be
might
foolish.
be foolish of you sometimes to do.
Let me tell you
And that is
something.
why we are telling you
let me
to be aware of your mental
let me
health.
tell you
Don't
the
go
reason.
let house
So-
pressure, home
so
pressure,
when
don't let it
I
kill you for
cited that
America.
example,
That is
I
what we are
did not
saying.
say that you do that all the time.
No, nobody's saying all the
no,
time.
no,
I did
no,
guts.
no,
I did
no.
sit down. I did love. I did love. I did love.
But yeah, you still think about somebody.
I did love. I did love.
Go drink stout.
That is
Jerry
asking
Corbyn.
you for 50,000, asking God bless for 20, asking IB for 10. So that person is trying to rack up like about 200,000.
Spread
You
out.
are here thinking about the same person,
Straight up.
and your own bills are still there, like
Yeah.
racking up.
You make
So-
sense. You make a lot of sense.
So, the moral of the story is what we're saying is, as a man,
The amount of
Take care of yourself.
take care of yourself. Always speak out. At
But-
least
It is not easy though.
it's
Then-
not easy.
then,
Please, but
It's
try.
not easy.
I know.
There's
it's
one
not
thing
easy,
me I
but
want to-
only try and
There's one thing I want to say though.
encourage ourselves.
There's one thing I want to say. Like, if you are in that position and you're having this kind of thought, there's one thing I know that works.
therapy.
Exercise.
Exercise.
It takes time, but exercise work.
Yeah.
If you keep working out, sometimes you just feel like it's going to help your, the mood
Therapy.
changes,
I think therapy should be
Therapy
the
works
number one
too.
thing.
I think for me, I think exercise is number one.
For you, but therapy works.
Therapy works perfect.
Of course, therapy works, of course. But I think if you exercise, because I've been, there's some situations I've gone through in the past that I'll call people that I know that are well grounded, and they tell me, bro, go to the gym, you'll be fine.
But the end result of it
And
is
don't-
suicide,
and-
we are not encouraging that.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I tried it,
That is
and
a
it has
no.
always worked. I'm not saying, I'm not thinking of suicide though.
No,
I'm just doing some
what
kind of
you
mood.
say,
They'll
you
say,
actually-
they'll just tell me, say, bro,
Because there are
go
times
and work
like-
out, you'll be fine.
You're
You get.
actually right,
And
because
by
there
the
are
time I
times
work
that
out for
you
a
like-
week, 2 weeks, I'm back on my. You get. So
What about for people who don't have the ability to work out, who are not
walk around your
physically
neighborhood.
fit?
take long walk.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about who are not physically able to work out. That's why I
Who are
said
not physically able to work out.
Yeah, so
What
talk
do
to
they have-
people.
Talk to people.
Talk to people. Yeah,
Talk to
therapy
people.
can help.
therapy can help.
Yeah, try therapy, and if therapy
As a
doesn't
man,
help, kill
please
yourself.
don't.
We didn't.
I'm
Stop
just
saying
joking.
that.
I'm just
man.
joking, nigga.
Come on, man. Don't be joking like
Nigga, it's
that,
just a
bro.
joke.
This is a very sensitive matter, man. This nigga, man. What the
No, sometimes you just kick a joke out of it. Bro. I'm just joking though.
Of these two parties that
So the football, soccer, yeah.
soccer or maybe football together.
And that one that was always
It shows
sitting
like
down.
about maybe 3-4 clips, you know, they would always be together. All of a sudden, the last clip, it was just one of them. And guess what? See the one that was always jubilating.
Always the life of the
That
party.
The other guy would just be there with him. His spirit was not there. But he was just there like physically. You know, but the last clip, it was only him. And now he now came with his, what's it called? What's that thing called? This thing that
The black tag, the RP tag.
what do we
The guy died.
call it? I forgot the name right now. The scarf, you know, the soccer team scarf of the other guy. So he put it on his chair.
So the guy died.
You know, yeah, the other guy died.
Committed suicide.
And guess what? He was actually the one that was live, the most lively on the pitch. That's why I said,
And he
always
has a
look
lot
out
going in
for the
deep
people
down
that
of
you
it.
see who is outside.
Inside
That's
of
always
it.
trying to make people laugh.
More like 4 of us now. You know how we are now.
Send the video
You know
to
tomorrow you guys just said
I'll
that I've
send the
died.
video to you.
Like commit suicide.
That video every time.
My gbé ẹsẹ̀ pé lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀.
See, I mean, see,
Máa fi
no,
pè
see
sí
me that
ẹni
tell
rẹ̀.
you, I go
sí
slap
ẹsẹ̀
your dead body, Joe.
Máa fi pè sí ẹ sọ̀hún ni.
I go slap
You
your
know,
dead
let's
body,
let's
Joe.
endeavor as men. Let's endeavor to check on our friends.
Please, guys,
Don't wait
please
until
take care of yourself.
your guy don't
it
text
is.
you.
We know it is tough
You know,
out there, but
it's really tough.
it is tough. But being a man doesn't
Mentally-
mean you should go and do what pass your power. Try your best. Leave the rest. God
the
got
rest.
you.
Yeah, you
Because
know.
it's June, is men's mental health awareness, and we need to put this out there for every guy out there.
Definitely,
Don't let any
because-
pressure
because
or
things
anything
like-
put you down.
Because things like that, I think is one of the things that led to the arrest of Pastor Jeremiah.
Why?
Because of the
How-
pressure
how-
too.
how are they connected?
Who is Pastor Jeremiah?
Right.
Who told you he was
And-
arrested?
I said Pastor Jeremiah. Tech queen.
So no,
Professor.
I'm not the tech queen. I Oshijino. So this is the headway. What the fuck? So this is the headway. You get when we're talking about
Gila.
when we-
Gila.
okay, when we're talking about pressure, mental health, we also think religion play a very important role too, because they
Us Africans.
us Africans, especially Nigerians. I don't even care about every other African country, but Nigerians, I know there's so much that they build in your head as a man in Nigerian churches that if you don't unlearn those things, you will always think you are doing the right thing. But bro, church, not all of them, but I think most of those churches are scams.
My dear,
And day
know
by day,
God
we've
on
been
your
saying,
own, not church. Know God on your own.
Let him say what he has to say.
Yes.
You don't even know the story.
No, I'm just adding to the whole unveiling of how churches are scamming people. Every week there is a news of a church scamming someone. We've seen several, and I'm going to play like a couple of stories for you guys to actually listen to, so you know what I'm coming from. So I think this is a very typical.
There was a false prophet church. So I was seeing them prophesy in Okra. They were prophesying. I was like, this woman. I saw them staging miracle in someone's car. Because they got me with that miracle too. I came one day, he said, there's somebody with this plate number. I didn't even know my plate number. So they said, should go out and check. I get that. I said, that's my plate number. They say, it's you. They say, someone just booked something on your car. On your car that if you drive it, you will die. He said I should go and buy water. They said no, I should not go. That someone should give pure water. Someone brought pure water. They opened the water and pour water on my tire, and blood was coming out of the tire. So later I found out it was chemical. I didn't know it was chemical. So the woman now said I have to drop the car or else I will die through accident. Or I'll go and get a cow. A cow then was sold for 150,000. So I went and borrowed money and bought a cow. I can't give her my car now. The car where I used to move. So I gave her a cow, and then she brought a hanky and tied in front of my car. Said that hanky will be protecting me, that all their charms will not work. I didn't know the gospel. Even if I was reading the Bible, I don't understand it. Because if I'm reading and I still go and meet her to teach me, she confuses me. The more, there was no way for me to find the truth. So until the day I caught them. So one day she was not around. They asked me to lead prayer. So I held the mic. I was having this encounter. I held the mic and I began. So I was on fasting. I was fasting for a long time. She told me to stop fasting. I refused to stop fasting. She said if I fast like that, I might die. I refused. So one day she was not around. They gave me mic to lead prayer. I was leading prayer and the power of God hit. People started falling. I ran to the altar. I was scared. Why are people falling? What is happening here? I rushed to her office to call her assistant pastor to come. I saw the assistant pastor doing like this. I said, oh. And this is what I used to say in Nigerian movie. So I left there. Later she called me and she said I've been fasting too much, that I need to go and sleep with a lady. That I'm becoming more spirit than human. That I need to satisfy my flesh to come back to human. I was like a camera guy for them. So I was doing video coverage for them, editing. So every time I'm done with their videos and I upload their prophecies online, they will tell me to take down the video. That they don't like people to see the face of the people they are prophesying to. I didn't know it was because those same people are also acting drama for other people. And when I stopped working with them, the hard drive that covered all those things that they were doing crashed. I still have the hard drive, hoping that one day I'll fix it. If I fix it, I go finish it now. I was attending a
That place catch
That place for you passing. If I fix it, you are done.
Now we don't look at that guy. He's gonna fix it.
It might not eventually fix
But
it.
if they fix it, they might just get up some.
Yeah,
some
but the
things
church scam thing.
It's too
See, because of
There's a pastor
me,
side
I just
beside
don't.
you.
Huh?
Pastor Sunday beside you.
No,
Of
he
course,
knows
yes.
now, he
Of course,
understands.
he
all these
knows. He
things.
can't say he doesn't know. He knows.
No. I just want you guys to contribute what you got to say before I contribute.
Yes. So here's my point. Like the church scam thing is way too much that we can only pick 1% out of 100 that are real men of God that can
Do you
actually,
think it's only church?
you know. But a whole of them, they're just there.
Do you think it's only?
They're
church?
just
Exactly
no, it's
my
not just
point.
church. No, it's not. Bro.
Exactly
Even
my
jazz
point.
bands,
My own-
even the imam, all of them.
But the thing
Anything
there is-
religion,
The thing there is church.
It's not
own
just
is-
church.
Church own is like
open.
the
Is out there.
open Is out there
Because of
they are
PR, because all of them
because
want
of
PR.
They want PR. Now you will see an afa and say, oh, hello, go so you can get Moshe
Go on TikTok.
on TikTok.
Afa Miracle on TikTok.
Afa Miracle on TikTok.
Yeah.
I go on power ni.
On TikTok.
Because the real ones, bro, let me be honest to you. The real ones, I'm a CSC boy.
Yes.
Right?
You're a CSC boy.
Yeah. The real ones. I'm sorry, you won't even see them on media.
Hold on. You see that CAC part where you go. Naimi, I want to come in right now because even in CAC has a whole
They have their
lot
own
of shit.
scamming too.
No, they go.
No, I'm not talking
They have
about scamming
different
right now.
denominations. Is that what
Different
you mean?
denominations, a whole lot of shit. Because last week, even on the social media, I was hearing a whole lot of trash talk from a CSC pastor to other CSC pastor, to the extent of you even talking about a whole CSC general evangelist. I am not here to call out any CSC member or CSC pastor or CSC whatsoever, but the thing is this: if you know God don't call you, if you know now you call yourself, now person be Oba Solomon now, he said now me call myself. Stop deceiving people that God calls you. The same way it is in Christianity, the same way it is in Muslim, in Islam, or in the other way. Tó bá ara rọ òlè ro tọ́, àìmọye náà ti ṣẹ́fà fún tó yẹ pé ifá fẹ́ẹ̀kì lọ ṣẹ́ fún ìyá ẹ̀. Tí wọ́n fúnra rẹ̀ mọ̀ pé lẹ́yìn tó ṣẹ́fà yẹn tán, ìyá tó jẹ́ ojúkò tó ṣẹ́fà lọ. It happens. Babaláwo nínú gbòòrò Houston yìí ni, I mean, Aláfà, Aláfà nínú gbòòrò Houston yìí tó sọ iyọ̀ white tó sọ di black, ṣẹ́jú wa nínú gbòòrò Houston yìí náà ni. Yeah, fuck yeah, what are you telling me?
Can you bring
Magic
him? Can you bring him to the pod?
I don't need to bring him. He knows himself if he sees this today.
No, I would like to talk to him.
Okay. I'm going to give you the connect.
Give me the
I'll be
connect.
a go avoid the connect. So there are all these stupid pastors out there today. Say I should stop talking about pastors because I know what's up with them.
Because
But
your dad is a pastor.
no, my dad is not a pastor, but I grew up in the church. I know what's up with the church. When you see a true man of God, you're gonna know.
How
They
do you
don't
know
even-
though? Yeah, we need to tell us. How do you know a true man?
Okay, now, many of these pastors, just like this one says now, they stage miracles. In my church, in CAC, I've never seen where they said this CAC pastor or even most in the dream self, I've never heard they stage miracles. And even the Bible itself says it. So by the end of the world, a whole lot of shit like this is going to be happening. A whole lot of fake prophets. Even the Bible has said it. The oldest book that we still know has said it.
No, it's not the oldest book.
So what's the oldest book? Dictionary?
There are way more book older than the Bible.
At least that we still know. You just want to contest
No,
that
based
right
on
now.
Christianity.
Based on Christianity.
That's
let's
the
say-
book you know. Based
Let's
on
say
Christianity,
based on
but
Christianity.
there are too many older books than Bible.
Like 7 Book of Moses or which one?
Yeah, way more. Yeah, there are many things.
Like
that,
which one now? Talk and make we hear now.
I can give you 100 list.
Oh yeah, give me now.
Let me Google it for you.
You don't need to answer.
No,
let's
of course.
continue.
with
Let's
what-
continue what
ChatGPT
we
will
are
help
saying.
me.
Let's
It's not the
continue what
old.
we are
I'm
saying.
just saying it's not the oldest book.
So the
that's
thing is,
context.
we have pastors that are like that, but I mean, and we have gullible people too. We have gullible people that don't know their God. But my own thing is, try to know your God. Even a fake pastor, if you see pastor that is not a real
Meanwhile,
pastor,
that is
you
very
would have known.
that is very
Wow.
important
The oldest book in the
knowledge.
world
Yeah.
is the
Important
Epic
knowledge.
of Gila,
Which one did you say?
Gilimagasme Abikokon.
Yeah, there's so many books that are way
Max.
older than the Bible.
Yeah, then the next one is the
Yeah, there is Diamond Sutra.
Yeah, the
This book
premise-
is
I don't even know. You don't even know what that is.
No, Diamond Sutra
You
is.
don't even know what that
No,
is.
we can read
Before
that.
you say-
That's
I'm just saying before you Google it. You
yeah,
don't
that
even
is
know
the
what
no, that is the knowledge. I know that it's not the oldest Bible, but this is where we can actually let people understand that.
I hear you.
You get.
I agree with you.
Diamond
Wow,
Sutra
man, don't
is a
shit
Buddhist
about
text,
it.
significant
Wow,
history of
man,
places.
don't shit
Then we're
about
talking
that.
of Epic of
That's not what we're talking
Gilgamesh.
about.
I'm just saying that that is a
Just-
very
just
no,
likes
no,
to
no,
go out of context.
no. Baba, my point is
Just, you know,
that is an important message for our people so that we can actually give them that knowledge because
but
we know.
the oldest book,
Yeah.
but the oldest book
Yeah.
is
Let's
the
get
this
back to the
thing
pastor.
is the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Let's get.
But this one is older than.
Let's
it,
get back
so-
to the pastor.
Huh?
I beg.
No,
This one is older than it.
No,
There are
this
older
one is
ones.
this one is 2000. Glix is literally the book of the Diamond Sutra is number 4, bro.
But here, Diamond Sutra is number 1.
Because you're looking Google. I'm looking for the real ChatGTP.
Oh, okay. But just let's just go on with what I'm saying. But that Bible is not the oldest book. It's the book that
Primitive is also there,
it's the book that the colonial masters came after they came. You get?
That
You
they
might
wrote.
not know what-
Excuse me.
but let's
Let's
keep
continue.
going.
So we're talking
No,
about.
it's not. Yeah,
It's done. Abi?
What is it done?
He's done.
Are you done? Or
He's
she?
just Gina Bond.
Okay. So it's not the oldest book, but we can keep going. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I was talking about. I thought you were going to talk about. You want to play a video of what the pastor said?
Yeah, I already played it, but I want to play.
Well, this is what I'm
I
going to
want
say.
to play Pastor Jeremiah's own.
This is what I'm
which
gonna
is
say to
Very,
people.
very annoying.
That one is stupid.
Know your God.
That one is so stupid.
Know God yourself.
I don't even know who are the
No
ones
leg
following
pastor.
Jeremiah
They
right
tell you everything. You understand what I'm saying? No, we're not talking about book.
Bible
here.
is not. No, there's we have a list. We have a list of more than 10
Google
books.
don't give them a
More than 10 lists of books that are older than. Don't forget that the Bible came when the colonial masters came.
Bible
Now.
came after
Have you
Christ.
forgotten? So there are way more
Who are
older
the
books.
colonial masters that-
Europeans, fucking Portugal. Portuguese came first. When it comes to Nigeria, they are the one that colonized us.
So what about the books that they wrote in the book of Moses? Genesis chapter 1 verse
No,
1.
that's
They
not what we're
Portuguese
talking.
people are
No.
called.
Awoni.
They
Awoni.
translated.
No.
They translated for you
Bro,
people.
they translated from an older
They
version of.
translated for you. Stop spreading this fake
False
news
narrative.
that this false narrative that you are trying to push. That's a false narrative.
Translated what? What are you saying? What did they translate?
The Bible has been. When was the time that the Bible has been? Google it. What on Google it? Google the time they wrote the Bible. You are saying the colonial masters, like the colonial masters are the one that wrote Genesis chapter 1 verse
They are the one that brought the
They
Bible
are the one that
to you.
translated. They are the one that brought it to you people over there in Africa,
Bro,
wherever they brought
okay,
it to.
so-
They are not the one that write Bible. Stop that false narrative,
but my
bro.
own thing is
Stop
this.
that
But the
false
Bible
narrative.
My
is
own
not
thing is
the
this,
first
right?
book. It's not the
Yeah.
oldest.
Whatever.
There
I am not
have
here
been-
to argue Bible.
It's not the
We are
oldest
only
book,
talking
and it's
about
not the
Bible
first book.
right
Huh?
now. I
There are
am not here to
scholars
argue about Bible.
They were all scholars. See,
Right?
do you know what the Bible is?
Only
Do you know what the
scholars
Bible
are
is?
right.
Do you know what the Bible is? Bible is different stories of different people in different places that were put together as a context put everything together. What have you been
Oh yeah,
watching?
but you Google, go to Google, help me Google. And when was the first Bible written and from who? Help me Google. The same way.
Why do you guys want to rely?
Yeah, the same way. Because that's what is basically.
No, yeah, I can Google it for you.
That's what is basically.
I mean, it's not
right now.
all of us are learning, right?
Yeah.
Are we all learning?
We are learning.
Yeah.
We are learning.
Jay, I want to think there were books before the Bible.
Definitely.
However, the Bible, like the context of the Bible, the content, so to say, were extracted from a lot of those books.
Now looking at it right now, it said no.
The first Bible, Abi? Did you say the first Bible? Abi? Just when was the Bible written?
One of the most.
Is the
Religious books.
It's one of the what?
Is not.
The oldest.
Is not the oldest book on earth, but is one of the most influential, widely read books.
Okotani now.
That's
So
what
don't
I
win.
said. That's what I believe.
Okpini now.
When?
Okpini now. Konse is not even.
Now,
Kò lè sí top 100. Okpini now.
oldest text
Okpini
that,
now.
that exists, I already said.
When
the
and where
epic
was
of
the Bible written?
Gibeah,
Gospel was say, is it the Bible or the
text,
first Bible?
the
Ọmọ kó yàtọ̀ síra wọn.
There's some that is called
The pyramid, because those are the I read about those ones also too, because they have their own slate whereby they write. Those are their scholars. So that was where they brought out most of the content from the Bible.
Yeah, like.
No, that they translated.
1500 BC.
Yeah, but there are books before it. You know?
Wait, you said 300 BC?
1500.
1500. Why this was
It's Arabic that wrote the
By
Bible.
who?
Arabic to call Bible, Baba.
By who?
Okay.
Who they be one there?
why the Book of the Dead Egypt was from 1550 BC,
True.
BCE.
So this is what he said. He said, he said
That
the
was
Bible
before
was not
Christ.
written by a single individual at any single point.
In time, okay?
Yes, but rather over a period of centuries. This is over 100 years.
Okay.
And various authors and scribes contributing to its creation. The earliest parts of the Hebrew Bible, potentially dating back to the 10th century BCE, were written and compiled over time. And the final redaction of the Torah, yes, that's the first one, Torah, is the first 5 books, likely occurring during the Babylonian exile, 5th and 6th century BCE. The New Testament books were written in the 1st and 2nd century. So all these things came after. Way after.
They are all stories that happen. Right?
And you know the craziest part? The craziest part is, you see that one that we are all used to. King James.
The one you are talking
King
about,
James.
The new written.
The one, that King
one
James.
That one is the revised
You know
edition.
now. You know the
That
King
one
James
is
now.
the
What one
revised.
King James? Scam me now.
King James.
Scam me now. Scam the King James now.
King James
It's not a
version.
scam, it's a story.
Baba, scam the King
It's a
James.
story, it's a refurbished stories.
Oh
Story
she,
that's
oh
supported
she,
to.
no,
Story
oh
that's
she.
supported.
Do you know King James is the slave trader?
I know now.
So what are you saying,
So being a slave to that, yo, me go le conquer now.
bro? How can you?
Tell me. You
So not if I was 4 years old, 50 ìgbà wo nìyẹn? Ojú dúdú gbà yẹn o.
Ó tún kọ́
Ó
ni
ṣe
o.
25th
Ó tún kọ́
century
ni
o.
o. King James tún kọ́ ni o.
Ẹ̀mí ní kò
Ó distributed and it's for political purpose. Political purpose and brainwashing.
King James trying to be president of any country.
They are buying and selling. They are buying and selling.
Affiliated, I think.
They are buying and selling. That's why I tell people, even if you want to read a Bible, you see that version.
Don't go there.
That's calm.
James is
Over the most
Oh, then gbogbo yín
Oh, then
ni.
most-
Oh, then gbogbo yín ni.
No. It's most.
Only gbogbo yín ni now. Only gbogbo yín ni.
No. That's the most version.
Only most popular. Oh, but only most popular. Only most popular version. Is the most popular version.
It is the ancient version.
Guinea.
However,
Guinea Asian version.
But the thing is
this
this.
is the ancient version, and then however, there are other versions.
To make it worse, wọ́n á lọ pé Samuel Ajayi Crowther kó wá translate ẹ̀ fún yẹn náà tó wá fún yín lamba. Lamba ọ̀kan lamba ọ̀kan
tó ń
lamba.
ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí àti pásítọ̀ àti babaláwo àti mùsùlùmí o ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ ni kò mọ Ọlọ́run náà kàn ẹ́. That's my own.
That's why.
Anyway, let's hear Pastor Jeremiah and his nonsense.
Everything. Religion is dogmatic in nature.
Is this pastor named Jeremiah?
It's like I tell
This is
people,
Bill.
I love
This is
Christ,
Bill,
I love
Jeremiah
Christ,
knows,
but I hate religion.
It is dogmatic in nature.
Because now then will tell you say this
And
and that.
my father would always say it because my father is a priest. My father would always be like, so he started like a discussion in church one day, and everybody was shocked. Some people probably thought it was mad, but no, I felt him. Because right by the church, we are Anglicans, right? So right by our church, there's a mosque across the street. So ṣe ọmọ kan máa ń gbé bí speaker síta àbí nǹkan wá fi. So my father was not like on the pulpit doing Bible study. He wasn't like bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ máa sọ pé ṣé fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń pe Ọlọ́run wọn ṣe ń pè wọ́n ò ní rí ọ̀run wò. People just erupted, the whole place erupted. People are like, oh, they're all we need to get on the balcony.
It's not guaranteed though.
Do you know how you say something to people?
It's not guaranteed.
Most of us, 90% of us, we grow up to know the religion of our parents, and that is what most of us follow.
Ade, I actually think you're actually taking it from the stems. And this is what I mean by you're taking it from the stems. What if at the end of the day, this Orun that you're talking does not exist? How would you know?
But that's what everybody.
How would you know?
Not only Christianity believes.
So that's stems.
Not only
that's my
Christianity
point. That's my point.
Generally.
That's my
Generally.
point. That's why I said you are taking it from the stems.
What if Muslim believe one wa, Christian believe one wa?
But ṣe mọ̀ pé religion méjèèjì tó sọ yẹn méjèèjì yẹn kọ́ yẹn.
Mẹ́ta ni mo sọ.
But mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn.
Ṣé onífà believe one wa?
But yẹn mi kò right.
But ṣé wọ́n believe àbí wọ́n believe?
Kò mi kò right, that's my point.
Ṣé Hindu believe one wa àbí wọ́n believe?
Kò mi kò right. Kò mi kò right.
Go and check the meaning of dogmatism. You understand what I'm saying? What you believe is what you believe.
Exactly.
Let's listen to this.
What is sin you committed? That God will get so angry as Adam, you mean you committed this sin?
Exactly.
Get out here. Because you need to ask questions. What is it that Adam touched? If it was apple, then you and I should not eat apple again. Adam touched the tithe. Was the only thing God told him not to touch. He said, this one is yours, but this is mine. Now let me say this to you to humble you. If you don't want to prosper, they are not ready for heaven. Because he said the streets of heaven. Don't be holier than God.
Bro, this guy is the biggest scammer I know in Nigeria. This pastor. This pastor said the apple Adam F was the tithe because he didn't pay his tithe. Like seriously.
And guess what? Those people they believe.
They believe him.
Hey, one thing is this.
That's the fuck this guy said.
One thing is this. Hold on. This is a cut and join script.
No, preaching a language.
You did not listen to the whole.
Every time you touch your tithe, you are living.
This is a second. This is 60 seconds of the preaching. Okay, this is 60 seconds of his preaching of 1 hour preaching for that day.
But we heard what he said.
What he cut and join. You don't share now. All these are clickbait. Hey, more context in content you preach. You just jump into if you don't stop and come back. You don't know what he's been saying. Stop fooling yourself with all this click and bait join shit, man. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's a man of his word. I'm not saying he's a man of God. But stop fooling ourselves with all this shit. 60 seconds. Let's stop judging whatever we see on social media. 60 seconds cut and they do editing and they edit and they do all this shit. I can make people believe whatever I want you to believe on the social media, man.
Okay, bro.
Stop all this shit.
Okay, bro.
No one. I know where they talk anytime that they talk about church.
Do you know that there's some statements that are so defined. Like there's no way you want to hide, even if it's just 1 minute. You've said everything you want to say.
Stories.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying
he
that
he might be saying something about Apple.
In dishonesty. You are tampering with that.
Talking about Adam.
But that's not what we're saying, though.
Okay, I've heard you.
This is not doctored. This is just
how you know?
Because I can see what I'm saying.
You see what?
I can see what I'm saying.
Which God has told you not to. Is it that Adam?
And you know why? Do you know what's the name of this? Do you know again?
What if David Biome? What if David
Do you know why it's not doctored? Do you know why it's not doctored?
What if he say it's not even him? No be here every day when they say Father you use AI. Don't be here every day.
Do you know why it's not doctored?
Why?
The reason why I would agree that this video is not doctored is because I've heard this nigga say more worse things.
I've heard you. It's true that we don't believe in what he's saying. He has followers who believe in what he's saying.
Does that mean he's right?
Does that mean you are right?
Yes, I'm right.
How you know you are right?
I'm right because I know that
because you don't believe in his
the apple does not have anything to do with tithes. That's what I'm sure of.
He might not be talking about tithe and apple in this contest. I'm telling you, he might be a doctor shit.
No, he's not doctor. That's what I'm saying.
How do you know?
Because I can see.
This thing that we are saying now, no, we can doctor it back to what we talk about Trump, and it is still aligned. And we will drop it, and they will say Trump does not pay tithes. Yes, this does not pay tithes now. I will join it to where we're talking about Trump, and it will be like you say Trump does not pay tithes. What the fuss about?
Okay.
Leave Christianity out of it.
No, I'm not going
Stop
to.
jumping
I'm not
on
going
all
to.
these pastors.
I'm not going to leave
Okay,
Christianity
when
out
are you
of
going
it.
to start
That's
jumping
one
on
I'm
our
not
fast?
going
On
to.
this
I'm not going
pod?
to.
When are you going to start jumping on our fast? Not be here with them when our fast keep person for you money. You bring and come this pod.
If you bring him,
Where you dey?
If you bring him, come
You
and
know
talk about
Siam.
him.
You know
I know
Siam.
Siam. I know Siam.
Shergo.
I know
Okay.
Siam.
I beg, leave all our pastors alone.
Bro.
Let pastors do their shit.
No.
Let
No.
whoever want to follow pastor, let them follow pastor.
No, I disagree.
Whoever want to pay tithe, let them
I
pay
disagree.
tithe. You want to believe
My
that Apple
people-
kill Adam? Let Apple kill Adam.
My-
You don't want to believe? Leave Christianity alone out
No,
of this.
no.
You always do that
No.
shit. You need to stop.
My
bro.
people have been enslaved too much mentally
I've heard
from
it.
this religion
I've
that
heard
if we
it,
don't
man.
keep talking about it, people are not going to get out of it.
When are you
One
going to start
question
talking
is-
about Babalawo?
If I see a babalawo do
When
shit,
okay,
I'll talk about it.
Okay, now
Show me.
I look at our stuff.
Show
Last
me.
week,
If I see a pastor,
Last week-
if I see an alpha do shit, I'll talk about it. Show me.
Last week for Port Harcourt, Abiwhere, the CC house, where almost 20 dead people dey, where they demolish in the same day. Babalawo shrine, where they try to cover up. You didn't bring that up.
Did you bring
here.
it up? Did you bring it up?
You are the producer, bro.
Come on, man. I'm the producer, but before every episode,
the producer,
but before
bro.
episode, I ask you, is there anything you want to talk about? Don't I?
The ones I sent to you, we put
Yeah,
it.
if
The
you
one
give
I
me,
did
we'll talk
put
about
in.
it, but you never brought it up, so don't blame me for
I
that.
never bring you any
Maybe I didn't say
pastorship,
it.
but
You won't bring pastorship,
Hold
but
on.
me, I'll give you pastorship.
Hardly we do 3 episodes on this pod that we don't talk about the pastor.
Yeah, because they're
about
enslaving my people too
But you
much.
don't see the other ones. That's why I have problems with you.
Okay,
You don't see no
okay.
Islamic
Chill.
shit. You don't see no Babalawo shit.
Chill.
Yes. I mean,
So what you? What
Come
can
on,
you
man.
say- what can
If
you
you
say?
bring Islamic
Let
shit,
I'm actually
Christianity
looking
be
for
Christians.
this
Let
pastor.
Christians
if you
be
bring Islamic
Christians.
shit or you bring babalawo shit,
Let Christians
right?
be Christians. Let
If you
them
bring
do
Islamic
their
shit or you bring babalawo shit,
But-
and we need to talk about it, we talk
at the
about
end of the
it.
day-
And the reason why,
Do
see,
that shit, man.
But at the end of the day, this is what I have to say.
this video is from his page, oh.
Bro,
This video is
one
from his
thing I have
page.
to say, at the end
You
of the
have
day,
joined it.
bro, one thing I have to say
have
is
joined
this. Like Sulibrik said, he said, I love Christ, but I hate religion because why? Religion would actually be one thing that sells you out.
Exactly.
Who said that?
Sulibricks. Oh, you can look at him also.
I know
too.
celebrate, but I disagree with that statement.
Okay,
but go on.
it's also like, oh, you want to disagree with
You
that
want to
statement? Like,
disagree with everybody.
you want to disagree, like, okay, like for me now, for instance, I love Christ, but I don't like religion like that. How about that?
There's no way you're going to like Christianity as a religion that you not like Christ.
Okay, now that's why I said I love
Because Christ is the pillar of
Now,
Christianity.
you don't
That's why I
understand what
disagree
I
with
said.
it. That's why I
love
disagree with the
Christ.
statement.
I
So
love Christ, but I don't love
because
religion.
you don't like Christianity
It's
now,
different.
doesn't
No.
mean there are people that doesn't have interest in
Oshi.
Christianity. Just because you are, just
Religion is a
because
man
you
like
have
you.
problem
Once
with
you
Wait,
Christianity, doesn't mean everybody
guys,
will have
guys,
problem
guys,
with
guys,
Christianity.
guys, you're,
No,
guys,
the way you always
guys, you're
say
missing
you-
the point, though. Guys, you're
That is
missing.
the point. That is what you
Guys, you're missing
do.
the point.
That is what you portray here.
You're
You
missing
don't
the point.
know. Hey,
Bro, do you know I'm a Christian? Bro, do you know I'm a
I
Christian?
know you are, but the way you put it on your head, like,
I'm telling
no,
you, no.
people should
Me, I'm
stop
actually
doing
looking
this.
for a
People
video
should stop
to
doing
play
that.
it.
No, stop that.
Oshi,
Let you be what
I'm
you
a
wanna
Christian. I love Christianity. I love religion.
man.
I'm not an religious hater. My problem is too many scam, fake Nigerian
we don't tell
pastors.
you
No,
that-
That's my
no,
problem.
That is now.
Imam,
And I even said it today. I said there are some more.
Imam dey like that. Babalawo dey
And those
like
are my
that.
problems.
Bro,
Those are the ones
Bro,
that
bro,
fucking
that
with.
is why I
Those
said,
are the ones I
bro,
want to fuck with every day and
No,
night.
bro, that is why.
Because
The
the
fake
fake
imam,
pastors-
the fake pastor, and the fake
you want to
babalawo.
fuck with them?
Yes.
So why have you not seen anything Babalawo on this part?
If you bring it up, we'll talk about it. I've not seen
You bring it. Let's talk about it.
because
bro.
I've not
Bro,
seen anyone.
bro,
That's my
at the end
point.
of the day-
You not.
I've not. I've not.
Bro.
If you show me, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
And if ask Maria, a drop comment, you don't see the Babalawo before or fake Afa, I beg, put time for this conversation.
But
We
at the
don't
end
see.
of the day,
Come on, man.
Kamubai, we're going to take it this way.
Okay. How?
I see you. You
How
have
you
to be
taking it?
going to buttress or stop.
See, me,
whatever
I've
anything
seen
they're
a
saying.
lot of things that Nigerian pastor says, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you know, all I would say is, you people, know God yourself. Whatever your pastor tells you, whatever passages they choose in the Bible to preach to you, you can read the Bible yourself too and understand. You don't always fall for these. What my pastor says is fine. You understand what I'm saying? Know God yourself. You understand? I go to church.
Yeah.
You get it? But
Everything.
I know God myself. Know God. I know how to pray yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot just leave all your belief
Burdens.
on what the pastor says. That's all I can say on this topic. Let's move on.
What makes you think that's your prayer works?
When you see the answer.
What if it's better when you pray to yourself than praying to a God you don't know or a God you never seen?
Well, at the end of the day,
I don't want to go through this rabbit hole.
I
I don't want to go through this rabbit hole between. If I begin to drag this thing with you, bro, we go there till tomorrow.
Well, at the end of the day, oníkálùkù ló mọ ọba tó ń sìn, òun ló mọ ọba Ọlọ́run ọba tó ń sìn. One thing there is pray to your God the best way you can. If you know that your God is,
there's something else the pastor says I want you to play.
Which one?
Go this one.
One thing is believe
is
pastors at your own risk, sha. That's just my own advice.
If your children's school fee is due, don't bring money to church. Don't sell your children's future. Don't mortgage your children's future. That's one thing about religion. It puts you under rules. Religion puts you into slavery. If you don't pay tithe, God will not bless you. Then you start struggling. You start struggling to pay tithe. Whereas your children's school fee is due. Then they will deceive you. First do my own. Then the church school fee has to go and wait. You can't do my own. Is it God that need money or church? I want to let you know, if your children's school fee is due, don't bring money to church.
That's it.
Thank you. See, now here's my point.
It says something about religion, though.
Yeah, he said religion will put you into slavery. That's what he said, and that's the pastor. But that doesn't see. And again, Baba, that doesn't even mean that I like this guy or I trust him. That doesn't mean he's not going to collect money after the service on Sunday. Yes, I don't give a fuck about him. I still don't give a fuck about him. There's too. You know my problem. My problem is there's too many of them that are just out there for their business.
Because
and we keep falling, we feel falling prey. But if we're not talking about this and make people understand, people will keep falling prey to these people.
You know this open space that you have over here. If this happens to be on Bishonet, I could have started a church over here. Like,
I was even about to say that, like, bro. I was even about
if
to
I
say
start
that.
a church today, I'm going to have followers that's going to be here praising God with me in this here, and we're going to be in this bitch.
Bro, is that because you're called or you called yourself?
That's what I'm saying. Do you know how many pastors for my lifetime don't tell me say you are going to grow up to be a pastor? Mm-hmm. Do you know how many of them like they are my God, will create me, will don't see my future, will don't say I go be pastor in my lifetime?
Did you believe them?
I'm still telling them. I say, you know what? I grew up with pastors, so I know how pastors. I know what it takes to even go. I know what it takes. So if God really wants me to be a pastor, let God show me Himself. Any day when God tell me Himself, say, Caleb, as from today, now pastor you go be. Why not? But I'm still waiting for that day.
The same guy. Okay.
Where God go come.
Channels of so what?
Now devil work how they do like this. All this where they talk, where they motivate people, not be God's work how they do. Now devil work be this way they do.
Let's hear this guy again.
A, pay correct tithe. Pay correct tithe. Tithe is the foundation of your covenant of prosperity. Don't wait until month end before you pay your tithe. As the money comes, pay it. Don't every time you get money, pay 10% back to God. Are you hearing me now? Don't say at the end of the month. Every time you get money, remove the 10% and what? Pay. As a lifestyle. Don't say until the end of the month. Pay your tithe as the money comes. We are in a modern society where you can transfer. You don't have to wait. So you can do a transfer on
BTC, boss, BTC. You can do Bitcoin.
Do you know that people that will be doing all this is policies that will be following all these doctrines and these teachings, and they will still come out and tell you it actually works for them?
Yeah.
That is why I say let people do.
You know why they think it works? You know why they think it works for them?
Why?
Because they didn't stop doing it. If they stop doing it, it's still going to keep working for them.
But
they don't want to take the risk.
I say that there are people that stop paying.
line. Is that true? B, give quality offering. Give quality what? Offering. Plan your offering. The offering should be bigger than the tithe. In a month, your offering should be what? Bigger than your tithe. Channels of giving. Channels of what? A, pay correct tithe. Pay correct tithe. Tithe is the foundation of your covenant of prosperity. Don't wait until month end before you pay your tithe. As the money comes, tithe is 10%. Offering should be bigger. Now, for instance, tithe is what? 10%. My offering, for instance, I don't give less than 20% of my offering. That's why I'm prosperous. That the basic offering, because my tithe, I know the
Abio, I want to Amazon.
Who collect all our money?
Show me where it says tithe is 10%, offering is 20% in the Bible.
He didn't say that.
And I'll believe what this thing is. Say, come on.
So
guys.
the Bible didn't say tithe should be 10%.
No, bro.
No.
The Bible says
Bible
bro.
says tithe should be 10%. Bible says tithe
But
should
the
be
But the
20%
Bible
I
says,
don't know.
is it compulsory? Should it be compulsory?
No, that Bible says tithe is 10% in the Old Testament though.
I don't recall if the Bible says it's compulsory, but no Bible says
Yeah.
Because the house, and the reason I believe they say that in the Bible is because back then they have widows.
God bless. I was about to
people that
say
are not
because
working.
you know why? I've actually.
But these same pastors,
Back then.
There was a pastor that came to preach to us then I was back in Nigeria, and he was explaining about this. What I said, our pastor is I will not change it. Tithe to wait on Shenwo. The tithe back then was actually meant for widows.
It's meant for the church.
And it's meant for the
It's
church.
meant for
no,
the church.
he said it's meant for widows and for the church workers and for the church.
It's not meant for widows.
Bro.
It's meant for the church.
It's
So
meant-
that church can take care of whatever needs they have around the church. To
So
take
which
care
means like
of.
the widows also are part of them.
Part of it.
Guys,
Everyone that
guys,
comes in the
guys.
church.
Not meant for
Guys,
pastors.
let's move on.
Because that's where some
Let's
pastors be collecting
let's
their salary.
Baba, let's move on. I swear, let's move on because we are
Go
going
and
to
sue Ogo.
we're going to because you see this conversation that you're having. You see from the stems. I like to look at conversation from the roots, not from the stems. If you're looking at it from the roots, this whole thing is bullshit. But let's move on. Let me just put that. This old Bible shit is bullshit.
Let us-
But
so
let's
What is not bullshit to you then?
bullshit is God created me in His image. I'm God, and I can pray to myself. I don't need your church. I don't need you to pray for me to get anything from my God. That is not bullshit to me.
That's what you
That's
believe in.
that's what I believe.
There are
in.
people that doesn't have the same faith as you.
That's their problem.
And there are 90%, 99.99% of people that needs to get a church before they can uphold their faith. Not everybody that grows their faith and their beliefs to where you have grown yours to.
That's the problem.
And they still have people that
That's the
still
problem.
follow
Because I
these
change down
pastors.
on it.
Keep that in my down.
Yeah, and just yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Tech Queen was arrested this week.
What the fuck is Tech Queen?
Oh, she's a popular girl like that.
You don't know Tech Queen?
I don't know
This
her.
big now.
Don't forget
So
about
basically,
it.
her name is Sapphire Egemasi. Yes, FBI just arrested her. Yeah, yes. She's a program. Okay, you want to read it? Okay.
Enthusiast has been arrested by the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) in connection with a large-scale fraud scheme that targeted multiple U.S. government agencies.
Yep.
Wow. This is allegedly now. Oh, they've arrested her.
Yeah.
It's not alleged anymore. FBI.
Well, agent Mota arrested.
Egemasi, a programmer who operates a DevPost account, was arrested around.
I think it's a deposit account.
DevPost account, yeah.
It's a deposit account, not depot.
DevPost, that's what they do. A DevPost account.
A DevPost, okay.
It's I think a programming.
Yeah, the programming
Okay.
this
So
thing,
arrested
yeah.
around April 10, 2025 in Bronx, New York, alongside other conspirators, including Samuel Kwado Osei, who appeared to have led the syndicate. Yeah, the arrest stems from a federal grand jury indictment filed in 2024, charging the suspect with multiple counts of internet fraud and money laundering for crimes said to have occurred between September 2021 and February 2023.
COVID.
Not even COVID.
2021. COVID.
Egemasi and her
Oh, COVID
Ghanaian
not bad, yeah.
co-defendant allegedly conspired to defraud
Benefits.
the city of Kentucky of millions of dollars.
Woo!
According to the investigation, her role involved designing spoof websites, impersonating the U.S. official to steal. Can you scroll down?
Spoof websites.
Yeah.
A proof website impersonating U.S. official domains to steal login credentials and facilitate transfer of stolen funds. Before her arrest, Egemasi was reportedly based in Cambridge, United Kingdom, although authorities believe she previously lived in Ghana, where she likely established ties with her co-conspirators. She allegedly served as the syndicate tech lead, orchestrating the creation of fake sites and overseeing wire transfers to accounts under the gang's control. Text message records show that Egemasi in 2022 August 2022 the syndicate rerouted $965,000 from a Kentucky to a PNC bank account. Wow. In a separate transaction around the same time, $330,000 was funneled through an account of Bank of America. Wow.
Why on here?
ọmọ ilé ti gba wáyà pa
Wáyà
ọ
nìyẹn.
ṣọmọ Ghana nìgẹ̀ náà ni is she from
Why are
Ghana?
you 940?
Is she from Ghana? She's Nigerian.
No, she's Ghanaian. I
She,
guess.
no.
Thank God this one
She's
is from
Nigerian.
Nigeria.
She's Nigerian.
She's Nigerian.
Oh, na collaborate take
Yeah.
am okay. Ghana and Nigeria dey collab
Yeah.
on this one. No.
She's Nigerian.
Ghana Nigeria.
That's
collab.
it's not. It's
This
not,
tech
it's not,
queen, you don't see
I
her
don't know
page.
her.
Yeah, I don't see her page.
She's
She flies around.
She does all this training, all this
Yeah.
shit for people, and
And she be traveling like, okay, I'm doing this.
So
You
now
know,
we think
do
say
it.
na training money she dey spend. Now we think say na tech money she dey spend. No be tech money o,
Bro,
na street
bro,
money.
let us be honest.
Street money sweet now.
Does she call herself Tech Queen on Instagram?
yeah,
or what?
tech queen, yeah.
Tech queen.
Tech queen, yeah.
Tech Queen. want
I
to-
mean, the old tech thing, right? There's a lot of people that claim to be in tech, and they're out there showing some crazy lifestyle, and you'll be like,
No be the same tech.
no be the same tech.
No be the same tech we
No be the
dey.
same tech with it. I know your cap. As a tech expert, I know your cap. Bro, as a tech expert, before you go there on 300, 350, you have 15 to 20 years experience.
But another thing is
Annually.
they will tell you they are having. They will tell
So
you
if you are
having
doing two,
jobs.
three, if you are doing two, three jobs gone.
Is this her?
No, that's
No,
not.
that's not her.
That's not. I mean, if you still get 2, 3 jobs gone, come on, we know how this shit works. You know the day constant like that.
Tax
No,
no
no,
matter,
no,
yeah.
no. Even to bank back 280, I bring back 250. By the time to bank at the end of the year, by the time the money comes in, what you make is like 170. Because tax is by half already. So how you funding this lifestyle? And one thing I've noticed about these people is you can actually you can do anything you want. But you see, when you keep exposing yourself and putting yourself out there just to show people that you are living the
Lifestyle.
you are putting yourself in that
Scanner go dey on you.
because randomly on the radar,
Put
because
yourself
on the
on the
radar,
radar.
because randomly these people will scan everybody and just pick 1 or 2. We're like, okay, where is this money from? Who is this? They start digging, and before you know, you are there. That's the problem she has. She's the female hush puppy.
You know, I remember the girl with the arrest like 2, 3, 4 months ago. We come on TikTok to talk about it.
Oh
before she went.
yeah.
No way they release.
They don't release am o. The girl don't go inside. Yeah, they release am. They come sentence am.
Nigerian
The girl,
girl,
the Nigerian girl.
No, they freed her.
No, I know who she's talking about.
She
Not-
dey
not
inside
that
now.
one.
The
Not the
Yoruba
race
or
one.
whatever.
Oh, she's back inside again.
She's inside right now. She's
Understand
serving her
that.
time.
Yeah.
So all
Which one
these
is Yoruba?
girls,
Ojele.
all these girls, or in United States soils right now that you don't know what's up, and they will just tell you, just open this, just do this. You say you will just be doing whatever they ask you to do, and you think you are living the lifestyle. You think they are not watching you.
And again,
My
Baba,
baby girl.
Again, there's one
Oh,
thing I
just
want to
sure
say to you.
I.
Please, when they tell you that you should open an account, they want to use you should give them your account details. They want to transfer more money from your account to somebody. You're like, please,
Don't do it though.
please, oh,
Be careful.
don't do it, oh. And even if you know it's legit, make sure you
How
ask
will you
ask
know
your
it's legit?
ask your bank, ask for advice.
For real,
Talk to
though.
talk to your account officer. I'm expecting somebody. This is where it's coming from. Please make sure this is well scrutinized before it gets into my account, just to be on the safe side. Because once you put yourself out there and those things come, they are coming for you. You cannot see. You cannot. There's no way you are going to escape it. They'll come for you.
Na Yankee they call you.
That's crazy. So Tech Queen self, they fly, they do.
So how many years
Fendi.
in the face now? 20.
We don't know.
She's gonna face close to
I mean,
20 though.
But it's funny to conceal the origins of her wealth. Egamasi reportedly claimed to have held multiple roles, mostly internship in the major multinational companies, including British Petroleum, H&M, and Zara.
Wow. Damn.
Unfortunately for you, my dear,
God damn.
you can run, but you can hide
FBI is
in
crazy.
America.
Crazy.
Okay.
Èyí tẹ́ bá mọ̀ kẹ́lẹ́ máa bá fowó sínú commissary ẹ̀ mẹ́.
Cause she.
No one no go for me commissary.
Only
She will
can
get
do
commissary
that.
now.
She's not having that for you.
No, she don't need that. Once she get commissary, make she send her commissary number, account number. They just if you put $20 on my gem for the next 3 months, they don't tie ice cream only.
She commissary. She the prison account.
Yeah, that's commissary account, man. Make them post her commissary account.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro.
I pray she doesn't
It
go
is
to
what it
prison
is.
though. We don't know if she's guilty though. Guilty until.
Proven guilty, right?
Yeah.
Not guilty until proven guilty.
Innocent
Yes.
doesn't.
Yeah,
bring
she's
it.
still innocent
Innocent until
until
proven guilty.
yes.
Ṣèjú bu alúmọ̀ṣe.
That's crazy. Let's move on.
But in the manner in which he is doing it, they don't mind.
Na pretty.
Meaning, the respect is there. My father told my sisters, my blood sisters, When my sister came up and said, oh, men has come. My father said, listen. All men has come.
And no follow.
Just pray. Hold on. My father said,
all men, you don't generalize us now.
No. He said,
no, I just clarify so I no follow.
Okay, he said,
I can tell you how
my father said,
I no follow.
My father said to my sisters, all men has come, including him, including your brothers has come. Just pray that God gives you your own scum. That man that puts you and your kids first. You see, there are some guys that have side chicks and do it in a very, very nasty and disgusting way.
In your face.
I mean, in your face. Trust me, I don't even support those ones. But you see, there's
so the one that don't put it in their face.
There are some men. There's some men that do this. These things have. Let me say, one of the things that hurts a woman the most is not because you fucked her. Is maybe you fucked her best friend. Or you fucked
somebody when not even rich.
Yes.
So you can fuck her enemy.
No.
And it's okay.
There are some women that will tell you that if you are doing your shit, or God, do it far away from me.
Yeah.
What about the ones that the side chick now gets to call the wife on the phone?
That one is mad.
That's a lazy man. That's a silly man.
Yes, it's happening. It's happening. But I will never in any way support a side chick to call the madam of the house to disrespect. I know a lot of women that know that their husbands are cheating.
Yeah, I think so.
But in the manner in which he is doing.
Anyway, you guys want?
You guys go say your comment before me.
I don't even want to say anything about this because I'll mess things up if I say anything about this shit.
Yeah, so it's better to skip my mouth shut.
Pretty Mike.
I know you can't do that.
Pretty Mike, off your mic.
Okay. You said okay. Let me talk. Well, basically, what he was saying is actually right, and is wrong.
How can you be right and you're wrong?
He's right and he's wrong also. I'll put it that way. No all men has come. And if you say all men has come, then I guess, like you said, your dad is one. You already put it there. And we all have our own agenda. I have friends that I know that are married that they don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
Yep.
We don't say I have.
And I
Black
have
men
some.
don't cheat.
No, and I have some.
Don't say some.
And I know of some that not allegedly, I know of some that
get in the camera.
They would kiss in love. You understand? So what he's trying to say?
Our producer.
I didn't say anything.
Our producer.
Yeah, I don't know.
As I'm saying, at the end of the day, just know the kind of food you want to eat.
What the fuck are you talking about, Wale?
Hello, Wale.
What the fuck are you talking about? The food you want to eat? What the fuck is that?
Don't believe everything this guy just said. This is what I'm going to say. Pretty Mike, off your mic because your mouth is smelling, big time. Piss you out. Is that nonsense?
No.
That's nonsense.
No.
Not all men has come, bro.
No.
For real, though.
No. Yeah, comment on what he said.
No.
For me.
No.
Pretty Mike, your mouth is smelling.
I can be a scumbag. How about that?
Don't disrespect him.
How about that?
He just called me.
It's his opinion. It's his opinion.
His comment
has come.
It's his opinion.
His mouth is smelling.
No.
That is his own opinion too.
No.
That's my own opinion too.
No.
Okay.
That's not fair.
No. Like I said, he said all men has come. What did I
That's not fair. No, he said his dad said.
All men has come.
The context. Let me explain something to you guys. The context is coming from.
Smelling.
See, maybe the words "come." Maybe the words "come" was used loosely.
Thank you.
Right, but all he's trying to say is, see, your men cheat. I'm your father. I cheat. Your brothers, they cheat too. That's what he's saying. It's not about the words "come" itself.
Just know the kind of. If you have money, you can cheat. That's what I'm saying.
No. The context is if just pray that God should give you a man.
Pray.
That even just pray. That's what he said. He said just pray.
What about people that are not
Christian? Now, Baba.
What about people that are not Christian? What about people that are not Muslim? What about people that don't pray?
It doesn't matter.
What about people that
just
wish?
People
that don't believe in God?
Let me use the word wish. Just wish. Just hope that you get a man.
Hope.
Yes. Be hopeful.
What?
On what?
That you get a man that even when he cheats on you. Even when he, that's what he means. That's his context. He said, even when he cheats on you, he still respects you. He still takes care of you. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
So making a case for
that is what.
That was what he said. So he said, pick your scum and pick your scumbag.
But the content
mouth is smelling.
But is he lying though? No, for real though. Is he
Listen to what he said now.
I know that their husbands are cheating.
Am I
But in the manner in which he is doing it, they don't mind. Meaning, the respect is there. My father told my sisters, my blood sisters, when my sister came up and said, "Oh, men has come." My father said, listen. All men has come.
I heard the right thing.
I no follow.
Just pray. Hold on. My father said,
all men, you don't generalize us now.
No. He said,
no, I just dey clarify, so I no follow.
Okay, he said,
I can tell you how
my
you
father
follow.
said, my father said to my sisters, all men has come, including him, including your brothers, has come. Just pray that God gives you your own scum. That man that puts you and your kids first. You see, there are some guys that have side chicks and do it in a very, very nasty and disgusting way.
It's gaslighting.
What the heck?
Very gaslighting.
That's why I said, are they clickbaiting? That's what I said.
No, it's just...
I said, are they clickbaiting us to this new
Pretty
show?
Mike was gaslighting without knowing he was gaslighting.
What the heck is that? Don't do that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's totally wrong. But the
men
context
don't cheat.
of presentation was wrong. But I understand what he's trying to say. That's
Black
what I
men don't cheat.
He should just off his mic. Let's move on. He should just straight away his mic. Let's move on. His microphone. I don't mean his name. His microphone. Let's move on.
So you have nothing to say about what he said?
Because his mouth is smelling. I've said what I want to say.
No, I disagree with you, and that's my friend. Don't talk to my friend like that.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, we have to
Why
cut.
you carry your friend?
As a matter of fact, we have to
Because
cut.
You got here with the
when you know say we listen with the judge.
Yeah, we dey listen.
You want to come here judge your friend.
The judgment.
We listen with judge.
Judgment is what?
It's below
The
judge.
judgment is there's
You
no
have to cut that.
there's
You
no
have to cut that statement
there's
out.
no judgment.
No, you're not going to talk to
That goes
my.
sideways.
You're going to talk it out. You're not going to talk to my
You
friend.
agree?
You're not going to talk to my friend like that.
We
judge him.
We're listening.
We judge.
Okay, let me go to my last topic for tonight.
Yeah.
The lady that was saying when Nigerians, the TVC thing, she said when Nigerians are coming to America, there's this. Okay, let me play it.
A lot of, I can't categorically say every Nigerian got this talk, but a lot of Nigerians that travel abroad got this talk from their family, where they will sit you down and tell you, you are going there. Oh. Don't go and talk to those black Americans. Oh. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start become gay. They give you that talk. That just go to the white community, find a nice place. They just go and be decent. Stay with the white people. They give you that talk. So when you enter America, you already have a perception of African Americans. You judge them. And of course, they can see that judgment in your behavior towards them. And they see how you are almost like yes master to the Oyimbos. They see, they're not blind. So when they have that feeling of when they become defensive when you're in their presence, it's because they see that perception you have of them. So I know I got that talk, and a lot of Nigerians got that talk. So we are over there, we are doing well, we are doctors, we are building houses, we are feeling like, yeah, so we come to the land of the living, we are the land of the plenty, and we are doing well. Forgetting that some people sacrificed for you to even go there in the first place. So is that acknowledgement that the African American community are expecting of us?
What is she saying?
Trash talk. Go on.
I can't relate. You know why I can't relate?
Trash talk.
Is because I think she's coming from the angle of if maybe she's privileged enough for her father to send him to go and school in abroad. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe that's when she got that talk. I never got that talk because I also my way down to this country. So I can't really, but I don't believe, I don't want to say what she's saying is trash because I don't have that experience. I'm sure people like me, we all of us, we come here. I don't think we got this talk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she got it, but I don't. For me, I can't relate.
So this is I'm going to relate with her to an extent, right?
Nobody told me not to remain.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm going to relate with that to an extent, and at the same time, I'm still going to say in this trash talk. The reason why I said I'm going to relate with that to an extent is our parents, right? That generation is not even about going to America. Anywhere you are going to, even when you're going to college, or you just got admission to a university, don't make a joke.
God bless you.
Mark Egbekegbe o. it
Mad
is
beggar.
always
Is that saying do not mix with people of your
Now,
color?
no.
she's the one
Don't
that is,
mix with people that
She's
can,
gaslighting, Joe.
no.
Thank
Don't
you.
mix with people that can influence you negatively.
Yeah, so we
so
regardless
black
of-
American will influence me negatively. Whites can influence me
white
negatively.
or black. No, I won't say that.
That's my point. That's my point is that my point is in Cotton Soyi, it's not just based on when you're traveling abroad.
It's everywhere.
It happens everywhere in Nigeria.
but
That is the way
she's specifically
they think.
saying-
But she's specifically saying that when you're going to say, don't mix with the black Americans, so because
Go to the
For
white.
me,
nah,
let me chip in
now
something.
it's trash talk for me.
From the beginning, she said she's not generalizing it. That's
She said
one.
some Nigerians,
She said
yes.
some Nigerians. That is one.
No, I don't know that.
Categorically, I've been in a store one day over here, and I heard people talking about. Do you know that if you come to this country in some certain age between 11 and 19, if care is not taken, if proper handle and proper care is not taken, you was not born here, you was brought here within 11 to 19. If care is not taken, you're gonna go wayward. So
Yes.
maybe she's coming from that angle.
But that has nothing to do with color. She's putting color into it.
No,
When she
she's
said
not.
black.
No, it's
She
black.
said-
It's black on black. What she's
The
saying is
moment
black
she
on
said
black.
black,
Yeah, you said
now,
don't
that's
mix
where
with the
she's-
black.
that's where-
No,
What
no,
she's
no,
saying
no.
is black on
yeah.
black.
The moment she
And
said
you know
black,
why? You know why?
That's why I had an issue.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because a
because
white
she doesn't
person
even
can
know that
actually-
some white people influence you way worse.
We have a whole lot of ethnic,
Way worse.
We all have a whole lot of ethnic this thing.
Ah, oh, yeah, we
we have
don't.
Kokoyes.
Uh-huh.
We have Haitian.
So you can decide not to go to a black community because you want to play safe and go to a white community and
And you
you're
can
gonna
get shot
it worse.
also there too.
Yeah, you're gonna get it worse.
And
So
also,
I think perspective was just a little bit.
Yeah, the way she thinks,
No.
though, maybe the way our mindset is, she can.
It's not broad.
It's
That's
not.
what
Our horizon is not that
very
broad.
shallow.
But that's what they prepared her for.
yeah,
though. That's what they prepared her for. That's what
To
she
be shallow. To be shallow.
That's what
That's what she said when she was going.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
they thought.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That is because ourself and our orientation and who anybody who prepped her
Force you about this.
is shallow. They are shallow-minded. Yeah,
Force you about this. Mommy.
it's just being shallow-minded.
Enjoy life, well.
but I think this what she said are now broadening into other conversations. Like even over here, I've seen people like us Nigerians who will say, "I can't live in a certain place. I'd rather go buy a house in some certain places because of some certain people." And I'll be like, "Come on, man." Come on, you understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Is it because?
But sometimes you have to look at now. You saying this? I'm not gonna say because this place is full of black. I'm not gonna buy a house. But first of all, I have to look at my safety first too.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Pause. We have a lot of Nigerians that will say they can't live in Houston.
Oh, no lie. I want to be so
Millions.
They say they can't live.
They can't live in Houston.
Yeah, they say they can't live in
definitely,
Houston
yeah.
because it's too. They say I prefer to go up north, Dallas. Nigerians.
Yeah,
It's not just Nigerians.
It's just
it's
no,
the black
bro.
preference.
No, this is what you just said right now. This is what you just said now. Oh, Houston, I can't stay here. I have a friend that said, I can't stay in Houston. I want to go and stay in Dallas. Yeah. Ó ti ń ronú láti gbé báàgì padà láti kúrò Dallas. You know why? He said, nǹkan tí mò ń sá fún. Ó pè mí gan kí n ra jókòó sí. Because over here, I am white in Moa. It's like they don't even want me over here.
That's what I'm saying. So preference.
You understand, bro? It's like he said they don't even want to pay. I can't have a mini friends around.
I don't know what her name is. What's her name again?
Well, that's a dumb talk, though. I'm
No,
sorry.
maybe she was told.
Yeah,
maybe she was
told.
like I said,
That's how
she was
parents
speaking
prepare
based
her.
on her view and
her parents.
her reach. You know,
Mariah
Afolabi Brown. I think your thinking was just shallow, but
I'm sorry.
you made your point though.
I always say, enjoy your life. Have fun.
Disclaimer. To people that look
I
like
would
me,
say, let them know
we
how
love
to
y'all,
make
man.
it.
We love. Kí ló kàn àrùn àwa yìí? Àwọn West Timer, àwọn black people yìí, àwọn ló ń jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa dùn fáwọn nílùú yìí.
But again, no, from the context is what she was
They
saying.
said they told her not to live with bad people.
But
that
she's
her
saying
life
it
will
was
spoil,
no.
Go to white community.
But is she saying it was right or it was wrong?
She's wrong for saying.
No, is she saying the whole advice they gave her?
She said
was right or was wrong?
But do you know what?
Because we didn't.
It's wrong.
Hold on, do you know what?
She's saying it's wrong. She said that's the reason why a lot of Nigerians do now come here.
So if
and
it's
start
wrong, then
showing-
she's right.
No. But
But do you know if you live in the white community, there are some privileges that you get.
Oh, yeah, sure, definitely.
Are you guys
community.
Damn black community. I'm just putting down.
I've never lived.
Oh no! Let me break it down to you, bro. No, let me break it down to you. No, let me break it down to you.
In New York, it's all this shit.
No. Let me break it down to you, bro. Let me break it down to you. There's some white community. We're not talking about that white. Okay, I can feel. I do go share some population, right? Ẹja mi ní kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ yìí, right? You guys have house around here.
New York ló pé kí ni.
Right? Ẹgbọ́n tí mo sọ ẹ ti ra house ẹ ti wà you guys have lived around a whole lot of community people. This neighborhood, right, might be filled with black, right?
But boy.
Next 2 blocks away from here might be filled with white.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, we are making use of the same zip code. Yeah. Over here, the house might be 150. Over there, the house might be 700. Do you know why?
Why?
White privilege.
We are not denying that. We are not saying that doesn't happen.
Okay, so
some motherfucker come out something pay. Some boy. Come out something pay. Say Texas no New York.
No. Well, if you
say Texas no New York. What the fuck?
Bro.
New York.
New York literally, I think they said they have one of the highest millionaires in the world.
Life where they live with New York here, man.
No, they say you
life where they don't live with
millionaires in the world.
Life where they
Caleb, pause.
Forget New York.
If the lawyer man lo bed.
No.
I go New York yi by.
Come on.
I'm come on board Texas what something one mo lọ sínú oko. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
You know, say you be New Yorker. When they go to New York, when they go to New York.
I'm proud.
You guys will believe I've never been to New York in my life.
Are you serious?
For it up.
Same here.
Even when I was driving all the
New
states in America.
New York Westmont.
New York is.
Me and CEO New York next
I've
month.
not been to New York before.
New York next month.
I've been there.
Whether by work or by enjoyment. Or by
Come on, just buy ticket and go.
You guys need to take me one day, though.
Anyway,
you guys need to take me one day.
Do you want to talk about Iroko TV stuff?
No, we can talk about it in the next
episode.
Next
Anyway,
episode, they'll be all right.
See, one thing I want to say is, you see, regardless of all the situation going around the world, try once in a while, try ketamine, like Elon Musk.
What the heck?
If you always encourage drugs, I don't know why.
I'm asking you to try ketamine.
It's only New Yorkers. New Yorkers do that.
New Yorkers, what am I saying?
Have you ever tried ketamine before?
I'll see you guys
on the next episode.